Well, a very good morning and a warm welcome to the BRC Grounds in Colombo. We are all ready for the Red Bull Campus Cricket National Finals 2021. Well, we are down to the two semi-finals today. The first one will be the CCC, the Central Campus, taking on Slim. And that will be followed by the second semi-final coming up later on today. Well, we have had some exciting cricket over the last couple of days. Lots of young talent representing this campus tournament, and the Red Bull Campus Cricket has been a much looked forward to, much featured event over the years in Sri Lanka. So we are definitely sure we are going to get some good T20 cricket coming up today as well. Joining me in the commentary box, very good morning to you, Samir Yunus.
Very good morning, Ricky. It's so good to be back among the action, isn't it? Red Bull Campus Cricket, the national semi-finals happening here at Havelock Town BRC Grounds today. Absolutely excited to bring you this semi-finals and finals today and tomorrow on Dialogue channel number 72 and on ThePapare.com. We are excited, and I'm sure you are too. If you are involved with campus cricket, I'm sure you're going to make your way down here at the BRC in Havelock Town to witness what is going to be, hopefully, an enthralling semi-final battle between four very good teams. And the first of those two, as my colleague Ricky mentioned, CCC, Central Campus Colombo versus Slim. Both these teams have done very well in the build-up to getting to these semi-finals. And here we are today in the backdrop of that beautiful building skyline of Havelock Town, looking forward to what is hopefully going to be a brilliant semi-final encounter.
Yes, the sun is shining, conditions looking really good here at BRC as always. The outfield looking in excellent condition, and I'm sure we are going to get some high scoring games. Lots of young talent if you want to witness the future of Sri Lanka cricket. A lot of Sri Lankan under-19 players who have been here over the years, players who have just left their schools after the last cricket season. A lot of them are part of these four teams who will be taking part in the semi-finals, so definitely it's going to be a real highlight, and we're going to see some really good cricket coming up. You could see the teams warming up over there just before the toss and the pitch report coming up later on, and all these they are really raring to go. Cricket has been missing for some time over the last few months, so it's great to see cricket back on track in these venues. Well, we are ready now for the pitch report, and down in the center is our colleague Damit Veersingha.
Hello and welcome to BRC Grounds. It's time for Red Bull Campus Cricket. I'm here at the pitch which will be used for the semi-finals and the finals tomorrow. But let's take a look at the pitch first. There's a good layer of grass above the pitch, but I don't think it will make a big difference to this game. Yes, there are rough patches which have been used in the previous games, which will come into play as the game progresses and towards the second game as well. It's a good hard pitch. The spinners will come into play, but I reckon with the small boundaries and with the ability of chasing a score, both teams will opt to field first because of the 9 a.m. start.
On point there, Damit Veersingha, our colleague, during the pitch report, and the key word he used there being short boundaries here at BRC, Ricky. And as expected, the wicket is going to be slow, it's going to be sticky, and we've seen that from the group matches that the scores have been low. But today, for some reason, because it's a bright and sunny day, I have a feeling that there's going to be some big scores, and that's what we all want to see in a T20.
Definitely, BRC has always been a lot of runs. Players take advantage of those short boundaries, and you have to be very tactical, especially on how you operate when you're bowling, where to bowl your bowlers from which end. So those things come into play here at the BRC, but very interesting facts and coming out from that pitch remote as well as usual from Damit.
Alright, so we're set to go take a look at the toss. Haritha Pereira is down there with the two captains.
Okay, we are here for the toss of the first semi-final. We've got our match referee, Nalla Devarajan. Susantha Disanayaka is the umpire standing with me. Avishka Pereira of City Campus Colombo will toss the coin. And Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing skipper Sachin Dalpadadu will call.
Heads. Heads is the call. Tails. You have what? Fielding.
Congratulations on your entry into the semi-finals, Avishka. Good toss to win or what?
Yeah,
I think it's a good toss to win because we played yesterday also. So wicket is bit fast and low. So we are also planning to bowl first. So I think it's good toss to win.
Looking at your route into the game, how confident are you as a player and as the team?
As a player, I am also confident. I am also confident about my team because they have played a lot of cricket recent past because of club tournaments and all the things. So I think all players are in a good situation to play a good match.
What is the good total to chase?
If you think about our ball inside, I think it's less than 130, 140. I think it's a good total.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sachin, is the toss important to you or what?
I don't think it's that important though. We were looking to field first as well. But then again, we cannot control the toss, so we are happy to bat as well.
Your story into the semi-finals as a captain, how do you look at the team's performance?
First match, of course, we won convincingly. Yesterday, of course, it was a low-scoring game. But we also lost about 5 wickets to get the target. But then I'm happy with my team's performance.
What's a good total here to defend?
We'll have to see how the game goes, but we'll try to get around 130, 140 on this wicket.
Hopefully, have a good game.
Thank you.
The story in the middle is that Avishka Pereira has won the toss and he will bowl first.
Harith Pereira there summarizing for us what the captain of Central Campus Colombo has decided to do on a wicket like the BRC. I think it might just be the right call to be fielding first here. CCC have had a good tournament coming up to the semi-finals. They've won against RIC by 8 wickets, and then in the quarterfinals just recently they did quite well to be able to get into this final. So this is what Slim looks like, the team that will be batting first, captained by Sachin obviously. They have had quite a successful tournament, and they do look like serious contenders for these Red Bull finals.
Yes, Kasun, Dilshan, Deshan, a few no names there, Kanishka Nadun. Tevindu, the former Royal captain as well. We have Gyan, Jason Dilipa and Nimish making up the 11 for the Slim Campus team for today in this semi-final.
CCC being led by Avishka Pereira, obviously he is very experienced, and of course Nipun, the all-rounder, playing a key part in this Central Campus team that looks to take on Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing in today's semi-final, as they look to book a place for the all-important finals tomorrow, who will then go on to represent Sri Lanka at the Red Bull International Finals. Quite an exciting tournament this, Ricky. Very exciting to see that even these institutes and universities becoming a part of the cricket culture of Sri Lanka. It's not just limited to schools anymore.
Yes, and this gives the opportunity for these young players, to bridge the gap between school and club cricket as well. Samir, there has always been that gap over the years. A lot of people have discussed it. But now with this type of campus cricket coming in, the under-21, under-23 teams coming in, it's more opportunities for the young players to showcase themselves on the field.
Quite right there, Ricky. From school on to club, there is that little gap there that needs to be filled, and I think Red Bull have done a good job in bringing this campus cricket concept to Sri Lanka, where these boys are able to continue their cricket careers, their cricket journeys, not give up on their cricket dreams as they look to make it all the way up in their cricket journeys.
Yes, CCC also will be missing one of their key players in this game today. Navod Parnavithan, the former player from the southern from Richmond College Golf, who won't be a part of this lineup due to his involvement in the club tournament going on. So unfortunately he's not here. CCC missing that key services. He's performed well in the last couple of games. So few players missing from these two teams as well.
All right, now let's hear from the man behind the scenes, the man who's put together this awesome tournament. The tournament director for Red Bull Campus Cricket, Mr. Brendan Kurupu, is with Damit Veerasinghe.
I have the tournament director of Red Bull Campus Cricket Sri Lanka, Mr. Brendan Kurupu, with me. Sir, how tough was it to start off this tournament, and what was the work went behind in starting off this tournament?
Yeah, it was extremely tough during 2021 because of the pandemic situation, and we were struggling to get the approval from the authorities. So it took a long time, at least maybe 1.5 months to take the approval. after we thought that we can have the tournament somewhere in the end of February. But then it was postponed due to approval not being obtained by the organizer. So it's tough, and then the health regulations have been there where we have to do PCR tests for all the participants, officials and the organizing committee, and we are keeping a bubble, and then we are taking all the precautions. Every time like the ones coming in were checked, screen on the health, the temperature and monitoring everything. So it's a tough call from the organizing part of view, and the cost factor has gone up tremendously due to the health precautions, and all the necessary health precautions of health ministry has been adhered to.
So just give us a little brief history about the whole Red Bull Campus Cricket Tournament.
Yeah, the Red Bull Campus Cricket idea came in 2012, where India, Pakistan and Sri Lanka were involved and played Asia Cup in 2012. So it was played at the Colombo Cricket Club grounds, and it rained the whole couple of days, and the first 2 days matches were washed off. So it was a very poor start for us. It was held in April monsoon season, but we managed to play the last 2 days and complete the tournament, which was great. And even the Red Bull guys from Austria and Dubai were really they were thrilled how Red Bull Sri Lanka handled the situation. From that 2013 we have the World Finals at our Prepdas Stadium. We played 4 games for a day, and we had the parachute jumpers coming and handing over the match ball. So it was a great event in 2013. So that from there onwards we went to London, India, and then it came back to Sri Lanka for a couple of years. And 2019 we had the event in Dubai, ICC Stadium. And of course it was a sad story last year because of the pandemic. We couldn't hold the national finals nor the world finals, but now we are on track again. 2021 we are playing the local national finals. Today is a semi-final game, and we have gone really well up to now.
Thank you very much, sir. We wish to gladly join you again.
Thank you. All the best. Yeah.
That was Brendan Kuruput, the tournament director of Red Bull Campus Cricket Sri Lanka.
Thank you, Damit. There you go. As Mr. Brendan Group very clearly said, Red Bull Campus Cricket nearing a decade almost, starting off in 2012. And now here we are, after so much has gone on in the world with the pandemic and whatnot. 2021, we are finally here for the national semi-finals of the Red Bull Campus Cricket. Right, as you can see in your pictures, the players are all set. The team in blue, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, will take first lease of the wicket. They've been put into bat by the boys in black and yellow, Central Campus Colombo. And today, we are excited here on ThePapare.com to bring you all the action once again after such a long break. Yes, schools cricket is back. Yes, international cricket is back. And it's so good to see that even campus cricket, Red Bull Campus Cricket, is back as well. And as expected, Ricky, on a track like the BRC, early morning, we are starting off with some spin.
Yes, interesting to see. So these they played in the last couple of days. They know the oppositions really well. I'm sure they have studied the opposition, so it's interesting to go to see how Avishka Pereira will operate with his bowlers. And like in that interview where the tournament director, Mr. Brendan Group, mentioned way back in 2013, and we discussed earlier, Samir Ofia, that there were some players that were played in the Red Bull Campus tournament that went on to play for their countries. And some of those are KL Rahul from India, Lungi Engidi from South Africa, Shirag Suri from the UAE as well. So Kasun Ekanayaka, left-hand bat, just 2 games so far, hasn't done much with the bat, just 10 runs. And he will be looking to make an impression. This is the important game. This is the semi-final. This is a knockout game. So you have to go out there, start off well, and make a big impression right at the top of the order.
Right arm off spin against the left-hand batsman. Let's see how this goes. This is Red Bull Campus Cricket, ball 1. Shot outside the off stump, nudged away to the field at point. Feeling good there. Kasun Ekanayaka getting the middle of the bat. Surprising to see no slip, so defensive straight away, Ricky.
Yes, looking to stop the runs. Not really looking for the wickets. Just put the pressure, bowl a lot of dot balls as possible.
Pushed away past the fielder at mid-on. No, in fact, the fielder has been placed down at long on straight away. And Slim, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, get off the mark with that single. 1 for none.
Yes, so that's a bit of a surprise that there was no slip in there. You win the toss, you're looking to bowl first, you're looking to get early wickets. And you have started off with a spinner. Just have one fielder there, just to put a bit of pressure on the batsman under the eyes. Probably a slip. Dilshan Nadun, he's another left-hander.
Cut away this time once again. Fielder at point. Has a bit of a slip but recovers. It's interesting they have long on early in the day down at the boundary. They are inviting the batsman to go after the bowler. Dilshan Nadun, they are the opening batsman. Pushes it once again to the field at extra cover. Looking energized, these boys from Central Campus Colombo. They've looked good so far in the field. And as we've seen from the spinner, they are looking at tightening the screws right from the beginning.
Yes, and rightly so. They are brought in the off spinner, 2 left-handers opening the batting. So correct decision there. And so far he's done a very good job with the ball. Heshan, he's been on the mark, just given away one single in his first 5 deliveries. Needs to end the over well.
Flighted up, pushed to the leg side. There might be a mix-up here. Oh, and the fielder makes a meal of that. Could have been a good early chance for Central Campus Colombo to get that first wicket. Having said that, it is not the case. End of the first over. Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, 2 for none.
Red Bull gives you wings.
So Heshan Danushka finishing up the first over for just 2 runs. Well, interesting to see who is going to take the ball from the other end. Avishka Pereira leading this team, the former Nalandian, who had a very, very impressive school cricket career. Started very young, scored a lot of runs. We have Shamiz. Is it Chamindu Vijay Singh who is going to bowl? Yes, it's Chamindu Vijay Singh.
So they are going with the traditional pace bowler, Chamindu Vijay Singh, to start things off from the Timbriga Siaya end. Well, interesting to see if there will be any movement of the seam early morning here. It generally, there isn't much on a ground like this, on a bright and sunny day like this. But let's see what Chamindu has got in his armory to be able to trouble these 2 batsmen. Kasun and Nadun have been watchful so far in the first over, just pushing the spinner around, trying to rotate the strike. In comes Chamindu. Nice action with the high jump. Looking for a quick single there, but the fielder is quick on his feet. Avishka Pereira, the captain, doing well to cover that up.
Yes, Chamindu Vijay Singh, also a player from Nalanda College, had a very good school career, was the vice captain in the last year as well. A handy all-rounder, uses the new ball, will bat in the middle order at number 6 or 7. A very impactful player.
Has just taken 2 wickets so far. Decent economic rate for a T20, but I think he'll want to improve those charts a bit more. Oh, play and a miss there. They do have a slip this time for the fast bowler, but we haven't seen too much of movement, Ricky. Chamiz, as they call him.
Yes, the nickname Shamiz for Chamindu Vijay Singh. Umpire Chamara Soiza at the bowler's end officiating this game. Another very experienced umpire when it comes to this level now. Has been around, played a lot of cricket during his time. And very good umpire, Chamara Soiza.
Time tries to hike it over long on there, but doesn't get everything on there. Gets an inside edge onto the pads, and what could have been a big shot, didn't time it too well there, Nadun. Just 1 of 7 deliveries. Not the ideal T20 start, but he won't be too troubled with that. He knows that if he sticks around and starts seeing the ball well, you can make up for the runs a little later. And that's one of the key things here at BRC. You stick around, you value your wicket, and once you're well settled, you can find those gaps and those short boundaries with ease. Shamindu's team's in once again. Oh, that's a very well bowled delivery. Some steep bounce there. Something you don't see generally at BRC, Ricky.
Yes, a bit of an awkward bounce. Took the batsman Nadun by surprise. Just a read of that good length. Probably a bit of extra effort as well. That's very well bowled. And so far they've been very disciplined with the ball. The Central Campus well officiating at the other end with umpire Chamra Soiza is Chaminda Hathurusinghe, the brother of Chandika Hathurusinghe, former Sri Lankan national player and coach. Another very experienced umpire Chaminda Hathurusinghe. Played a lot of cricket, domestic cricket in Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka A as well. Has done a bit of coaching. So 2 very experienced umpires in control of this game today.
And it's important in tournaments like this, Ricky, that umpires do have a good game, because in T20 you have such less time, and even every little decision has such a big impact on short games like this, that umpires have to be at their best at all times, and you don't want teams complaining later on that we were victims of errored umpiring. Shamindu with his 5th delivery. Oh, that's a full toss, has been whacked away. Unfortunately doesn't get all of it, but it might just run away to the boundary. But oh, that's a good effort by the fielder, but unfortunately doesn't clear it up. That's the short boundary, isn't it? And that's a place that the batsman will be targeting to go.
Yes, probably trying a bit too hard. Vijay Singh just over pitching and taking a full toll of it. Didn't get a hold of it really. Not exactly in the area he wanted to hit it, but had enough legs to take it to the boundary. We have seen a couple of times that the fielders have slipped so far today. I wonder if there is a bit of dew, a bit of a dampness in the outfield as well, Samir.
Very much possible, Ricky. There was some very heavy overnight rain last night, and that's possibly one reason that the fielders are finding it difficult to grip themselves. Oh, that's much faster this time, but pushed away to the field at point. It could have been a run-out chance. Direct hit would have been very close. But in the end, Nadun is able to make it back to the non-strikers. An end of 2 overs, 7 for none.
අගනා ඉනිමක් ක්‍රීඩා කරමින් ක්‍රීඩකයා ලකුණු 100 ආසන්නයේ. අනපේක්ෂිත සිදුවීමක්. ක්‍රීඩා ලෝලියෙක් පිටිපස ආරක්ෂකයා. ඔහු අල්ලා ගැනීම හීනයක් තමයි. තරගය මැදකට නතර වෙනවා. ක්‍රීඩකයා ඒ අතරතුර ගැම්මක් ගන්න සූදානම්. යලි තරගය ආරම්භ වෙනවා. ඔහු දැවෙන්ද පහරක්. කරදරකාරී ක්‍රීඩා ලෝලියා ඉලක්ක කරමින් ගැසුවා අනර්ග පහරක්. ඔහු ලකුණු 6ක්. ඉතාමත් විශිෂ්ට පහරක්. Red Bull gave him wings all right.
Well, I hope you're enjoying your Red Bull as well. Samir, early morning Red Bull.
Yes, as you can see in the adverts, it does give you wings, and I'm wide awake thanks to the Red Bull by the organizers here in the comm box as well. And I'm sure we're going to have many of those today. Hit away this time, gets the edge, but the fielder had fine leg. Does a fine job in not letting that ball go past the 30-yard circle. Batsmen do cross over for a single, in fact. And the score moves on to 8 for none. They will need boundaries early on in the power play. And there is something special in this Red Bull campus cricket, isn't it? There's something called the Energizer over. Ricky, you know about it?
Yes, the Energizer over. It will be very important where if you take a wicket, then the field inside will get 5 points during that over. And the batting side, every run they scored, it's doubled up. So if you hit a 4, you will get 8. So that Energizer over is going to be very, very crucial when it comes up. Heshan Danushka bowled well in the game against Segis, where he picked up 2 for 13 in one of the previous games. So he's played a crucial part so far.
Advances forward this time, only to be able to push to the field at fine leg. So more on the Energizer over, Ricky. Apparently it's the batting team that gets to choose the Energizer over after the power play, after the first 6 overs. And just like you mentioned, every run you make is doubled. And at the same time, if you do lose a wicket, you give yourself -5 runs. So shades of Indo cricket coming into this play. Quite interesting. This time up in the air. Oh, that's a decent effort by the fielder. He could have done better, but jumped, I think, at the wrong time. Heshan Danushka visibly upset with that effort by the fielder at fine leg.
Yes, sorry, I think it should have been taken, isn't it? Samir, it was catchable. He got there, got both his hands to it. Just could not hold on. And the two batsmen have certainly struggled. 6 of 6, 3 of 9. Nadeem in particular has really struggled to get the ball off the square so far.
Pushes it through harder this time. Once again, tries to cut it away. Oh, that's a misfield. You don't expect that, especially when you're a bowler. That's not a sight you like to see. You put in an effort and you land the ball in the right area for the batsman to hit straight to the fielder. But unfortunately, there, when your fielder doesn't support you, can be very frustrating. So the batsman cross over for a single. The score moves on to double figures now. 10 for no loss. I think the fielding side needs to be a bit more cautious in the way they don't let them get away with too many easy singles, because as you can see, they've struggled to get the boundaries. The bowlers have done a decent job in their line and lengths, but you can bowl the best deliveries in the world, but if your fielders are not backing you up, it's not worth anything.
Yes, definitely. And like we mentioned, a few errors in the field. They have to be careful, probably a bit slippery out there, especially in that square area in the circle. But Heshan has stuck to his task. He's done the job so far.
That's better from the batsman, pushing it to the fielders and applying pressure on them, getting an early start from the non-striker, and once again crossover for a single. So 3 overs completed. Slim going along at just 4 runs and over, 12 for none.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Unanimous decision.
Well, the two openers have been fairly sedate so far. I have not seen anybody trying to take a risk really. They've just been looking for the singles, and in this power play, one of these players need to take a risk. Go for it. I mean, that's what T20 is all about, and you need to take maximum opportunity of the first 6 overs.
I hope these boys have had their Red Bull this morning, Ricky.
If not, going to say that.
Somebody get them a case of Red Bull to be able to clear those short boundaries here at BRC. Chamindu will continue. He bowled a decent first over, just 5 runs off it. Just one bad ball, that full toss that went for a one boundary, but otherwise the rest of his deliveries were on point. Chamindu comes in with that jump again. Oh, very well bowled there. That's the line you need to bowl on a wicket like this. It's not for the batsman to decide whether he wants to go to the back foot or the front foot, and swinging like that is not going to help your cause. A very good line there.
Yes, good delivery, but the intention was good. I like what he did there, the batsman. He was looking to go after the ball. Maybe it was not the correct ball. He chose to do that, but still something better than nothing from Nadun. He's been struggling. 12 deliveries for his 5, trying to just get a break here.
And once again on the money, Chamindu there, but again on the batsman's part, they might not be going for the big shots, Ricky, but I think from the last over onwards, they've decided that they're going to try and get a single off every delivery. This time, once again, pushing it straight to the fielder's hands and crossing over for a single. So at least they're keeping the scoreboard ticking. But as you said, it's T20 cricket, and T20 cricket means you need boundaries.
Yes, you're looking at least a minimum of around 40 runs, 40 to 50 runs in that first 6 overs is very crucial. You need a minimum 6 runs per over at least in this first 6, or the much the merrier. But at the moment, just 3.90.
Once again, Chamindu, he's proving to us why he's the go-to opening bowler for CCC. On the money straight away. All 3 balls in this over have been on the perfect length, actually. The batsman can't do much about it. He doesn't seem to have express pace, Ricky, but he reminds me of someone like a Kulasekara. He's always there on the spot. 6 balls over there. It's hard to get him away. You have to try hard as a batsman to get him away. You're not going to get freebies from Chamindu.
Yes, and Avishka Pereira has played a lot of cricket with Chamindu Vijay Singh during their school days. So he knows his bowler exactly, his strengths and weaknesses. Once again, the intention was good, but not executed. Very well bowled. I think he slowed it up that time, Chamindu Vijay Singh.
It almost seemed as if the batsmen are going too early. Even with the first ball of this over, it seems as if the batsmen are playing the shot a tad too early. And that gives an indication that the wicket might be a bit sticky, Ricky. It seems as if the ball sticks onto the pitch and comes quite slowly to the bat. There you go. Once again, the batsman early with the shot. His top bottom hand coming off there, Cousins. So trying to go for those big shots, but credit to the bowlers. They've stuck to their task.
So 2 deliveries are left in this over. Samir Yunis, related to Yunis Khan.
I've been called many things, Ricky, from my school days up to now, but I'll take this. This is acceptable. 13 for none, Slim. Chamindu Vijayasinghe in his second over. Let's see if he can finish things off well. That's a short one. Might just be called a wide. Yes, it is over the head. The umpire decides and calls it a wide. Trying something new here, Chamindu. Getting the batsman to try and hook or pull. And they do have protection down there at the deep square leg boundary. There is a fielder roaming around at deep square leg and deep fine leg. So good intent, but execution seems to be questionable. Chamindu, I think, will try to stay with it. In fact, the fielder at deep fine leg comes up now. Deep square leg remains down there. And a long on seems to be going down to the boundary. So I think it's back to bowling full and straight.
Yes, I think that plan worked well for him. So he should stick to that plan. Oh, slow full toss, but again, not really executed well. Didn't pick it up early, didn't time it at all. Just a single. Will it be called a no ball? Was it over the wrist? I guess not. Oh, I didn't see the umpire's signal to be exact. No, it's a legal delivery. So just a single in that fifth ball as well.
That should have gone to one of the windows at Havelock City and broken them. There was an easy gift, a full toss at waist height. And any decent batsman should have been able to put that away with ease. There you go, very close to being a no ball. Just at waist height. Kasun unable to do much about it. Not getting all of it. Right, the last ball. Chamindu steaming in then. Oh, that's a lovely delivery. And he appeals. In fact, it's taken. He's taken a slight outside edge. And reward for Chamindu for his resilient bowling. Nadun trying to guide that down to the fielder at third man. Doesn't get much of it. A faint edge. We didn't almost hear it. But it seems as if everyone else at the ground did. And Nadun goes. Chamindu gets his first wicket. Slim lose their first wicket for just 13 runs. 15 runs, in fact. 15 for 1 at the end of 4 overs, Sri Lankan Institute of Marketing.
Red Bull gives you wings. ඒක නම් දැන් රහසක් නෙවෙයි.
Good morning and welcome. The first semi-final between Slim and CCC. As you heard, CCC won the toss. They decided to bowl first and they've stuck to their task. Slim 15 for 1 at the end of 4, so things looking good. Run making has not been that comfortable out there in the centre. This is Red Bull Campus Cricket semi-final for 2021 as we come to you live from the BRC Grounds on ThePapare.com. New batsman is Kanishka Ugalpaya, and he's played 2 matches, 43 runs and a best of 30, and he will definitely want to improve on that because, well, Slim needs somebody to take things control. As you say, a very good morning to Haritha Pereira.
Good morning, Kosala Suresh Chandra. Yes, Ugalpaya will have to make sure that the rate is pushed up.
So left arm spin for the first time, reverse sweep courtesy of Kasun. So Rohan coming into his first over. We are in the power play. There's one more over of the power play. So I think the CCC bowlers have really stuck to their task. They've bowled in good areas.
Yeah, Institute of Marketing will have to amend the loss.
This time, again, unable to pierce the fielding. Even the fielding had looks very much on top of the game, and it's not going to be easy. 120 is a must, Haritha.
Yeah, on this ground, you can't try to overhit. What is happening is they are trying to overhit.
Once again, look at the fielders in the ring. They cut off a lot of runs because we know the BRC ground, there's no chasing.
Yeah, you pass the infield, that'll be 4. Chaminda Hathurusingha, one of the on-field umpires.
It's been a decent start from Rohan.
That's not Charm or Rasois, I can tell you that.
So the first 3 balls, just a single from Rohan. Oh, this is good. This is good. The ball keeping its line. Batsman playing for the turn. Unable to get bat on it, luckily. And Madhara Singh doesn't collect cleanly, but nevertheless, it's still 16 for 1.
They kept the run rate down. Tightly set field. Good one-side bowling.
There might be a chance of a run out at the bowler's end, but the call was straight away accepted by the batsman. They need a partnership here, Harith, and they need somebody to really take control of things.
See again, angled across the body. One-side bowling. Even it was a good flat return, still the batsman was home.
Now this time they will look for 2. Take the first one fast, the throw comes in, but they're comfortably back for 2. So that marks the end of the 5th over. It's 18 for 1, or 19 for 1.
Red Bull gives you wings.
So we're seeing Nipun Malinga now taking control of things. Under 19 Sri Lankan cap, plays for Coles.
Yeah, he's a good prospect from down south.
This is Red Bull Campus Cricket, the 8th time the local tournament is being played. It started way back in 2000. Now Nipun Malinga has 2 for 13 as his best, 4 wickets from the 2 games. So he's been in action.
Yeah, this is a good combination. Rohan Sanjay and Nipun Malinga, they have played a lot of cricket between themselves.
Tall lad. Straight away they go through. Now what the batsmen have now realized, Haritha, is that they've seen that the boundaries are hard to come. They've started working things around and trying to settle themselves. That's a good sign.
Yeah, if you try to overhit, you are going to get into trouble because the ball doesn't come in at knee height. It's a little bit lower than that at the BRC. But if you get onto the front foot and wait for the ball and delay your shot, you hit the gap, it'll be 4. You have to quickly gauge how the wicket is behaving. In 2020 cricket, you hardly had time to do that.
Well, they'll go through for 1 more. They'll take it nevertheless. And as I mentioned, this all started in 2012, Red Bull Campus Cricket. There was the Asian tournament played in Sri Lanka. And on 3 occasions, the World Championship of Cricket was also played in Sri Lanka. That ball going down the leg side. So
immediately you see that his ability to generate pace is troubling the batsman. He had a tremendous tournament in South Africa, Youth World Cup. He's been a good recruit for the neighbouring Colombo Coles.
This is good, playing with soft hands, going through straight away with the shot. So then they've realized that every single counts, every run is going to count. So 3 balls, 3 runs, just a drop and run, playing it soft hands on that occasion.
That was good cricket. It was a slower delivery. The batsman saw it early. Kasu Nekanayaka has got into double figures And Kanishka Uggalpaya, he have to play a stellar role as the number 3 batsman.
Now, this is Chamara Soiza.
Yeah, he had played for BRC.
I was just about to say that.
Better delivery. Quick, in line with the stumps. He got a little bit of purchase off the wicket. Good bowling.
And also, his height will help him here, Haritha, to get the pace. He's a good high arm action bowler. It comes from right at the top. Chaminda Hathurusingha is the other on-field umpire. Nallaya Devaraj is the match referee.
Yeah, the standby umpire or reserve umpire is Susanta Disanayaka. He was there at the toss.
Goes at a big drive and up comes the finger. That's the second wicket down. Pressure telling on Slim at the moment. And CCC, I would say, really on top of their game at the moment.
Yeah, now both openers back in the pavilion. I was talking about Kasun Ekanayaka playing well away from his body.
A little bit of late movement for Nipun, and he picks up his first wicket. That is Kasun Ekanayaka, caught coming the ball, Nipun for 11. It's 22 for 2.
Red Bull gives you wings.
So Slim definitely not getting the wings at the moment here, Haritha.
Yes, 2 good catches for Kamindu Madarasinghe.
22 for 2. Sachin Dalpadatu, former Pete Wright, he's the captain. And a captain's innings is definitely on the cards now.
Yeah, now these two, they'll have to not only consolidate but step up on the rate of scoring. If they are to get to at least 120, that's the minimum, I should say, of a game of this nature. Kevin Jans helps us with the scoring.
So the last ball of the power play.
Good pace.
Good finish, Haritha. Very good finish to the over. 22 for 2, Slim at the end of 6.
අගනා ඉනිමක් ක්‍රීඩා කරමින් ක්‍රීඩකයා ලකුණු 100 ආසන්නයේ. අනපේක්ෂිත සිදුවීමක්. ක්‍රීඩා ලෝලියෙක් පිටිපස ආරක්ෂකයා. ඔහු අල්ලා ගැනීම හීනයක් තමයි. තරගය මැදකට නතර වෙනවා. ක්‍රීඩකයා ඒ අතරතුර ගැම්මක් ගන්න සූදානම්. යලි තරගය ආරම්භ වෙනවා. ඔහු දැවෙන්ද පහරක්. කරදරකාරී ක්‍රීඩා ලෝලියා ඉලක්ක කරමින් ගැසුවා අනර්ග පහරක්. ඔහු ලකුණු 6ක්. ඉතාමත් විශිෂ්ට පහරක්. Red Bull gave him wings all right.
So Sachin Dalpadatu, the captain with Kanishka, they need to build things up. Rohan Sanjay will start his second over. It's the commencement of the second power play. And now this gives the ability for the team, the batting side, to pick up or choose which over that they're going to take on the Energizer over.
That's the action over.
Double your runs, but if you lose a wicket, the opposing side starts with 5+.
Triple 2 on the scorecard, 22 for 2. Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing.
Now there is a shout for the catch behind. Madarasinghe went up straight away. Might have sometimes had some deflection. We'll wait and see.
Sharp eyes of Chaminda Hathurusinghe, the umpire. Good decision.
I like the angle that he's created, Rohan Sanjay. He's going left arm around the wicket.
Very experienced player himself. Three very good deliveries. See, good line and length. Sri Lanka Youth International. I like his angle. He's going across the batsman's body, left-hander.
Now it's interesting to see what angle he creates with the right hand, Haritha, because he was going across left arm round and he was not spinning the ball. He was just getting it zipped through on outside the off stump. And if you watched, he had two fielders on a backward point and a cover, so that even the outside edge would have been curtailed by those two fielders. So
yeah, the moment you put that sort of field, you stop the slash. And the slash is what creates a batsman's mind the confidence to play a spinner of this nature.
A slip in post.
Yeah, Dalpadadu has to drive it on the offside. Playing on the V would help him to get his eye in.
Not the line that Rohan would have wanted to go, because he's got a packed offside field. 24 for 2. Over number 7 in progress.
It's a lot of work for them to do. Institute of Marketing, Central Campus Colombo, elected to field.
And this time it's very well swept, but still protection wherever Rohan has been bowling. So this is he's really bowling to his field. He's really creating the pressure on the marketing team. And
one good thing that I have noticed with Kanishka Uggalpa is he's hitting the ball with the middle of the bat. That's a very pleasing aspect in a batsman's approach.
Well, the slip comes out.
He seems to be having problems bowling to the right hand.
Well, it's the angle. Like he goes right to the edge of the crease, Haritha, and that angle that he creates is taking the ball down the leg side.
He's not started to bowl a slower delivery, flight at one. Still trying to dart the ball in.
Shot of aggression, but just a single will take Slim to 27 for 2 at the end of 7.
Red Bull gives you wings. ඒක නම් දැන් රහසක් නෙවෙයි.
Unanimous decision. You are record.
People like Niroshan Dikwala for Sri Lanka, Lungi Ngidi for South Africa, Chirag Suri of United Arab Emirates, who played in Red Bull Campus Cricket, gone on to become international stars, and the director of cricket, Brendan Kurupu.
Since 2012.
Yeah, he has played everywhere, including the Burger Recreation Club. He holds a world test record for being out in the middle for all 5 days of a test match.
With the pads on. Another dot ball.
Good observation. Wicket-keeper opening bat against a star-studded side. That's another very good delivery. He's maintaining a good line and length. Without Navod Parnavitana, they looked a bit deflated, Central Campus, but they've had a decent outing so far with the ball.
Well, they've stick to their tasks. Their intention was to curtail the runs, and they've done it perfectly. That will be a wide.
Waste of a delivery, energy.
You need some energy, isn't it? Well, he tried to bend his back on that, and maybe he lost his gripping a little bit. There you go. You see, bending his back.
See, off the track, the ball came so slow.
Sponge ball bounce, you could say.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's good. That's big. Has he got enough on that? He's a fielder trying to get under that, but that's gone all the way. First 6 of the innings.
That's a good shot. It was pitched up. It was not very fast, but Sachin Dalpadadu clears the boundary at the Pamankade end of the ground.
You take a look at it, right in the zone, and going through with the shot.
Yeah, he actually played it on the up.
Yeah, displaying the bat maker's advertisement. Now this is good from Nipun. That was a slower delivery. Dalpadatu was committed to a similar stroke, and you can see that the bat turning because of the slowness of that delivery, and he finds the field at cover point.
Not only that, he didn't get really close and try to hit it up. He was playing on the up again. Very good catch in the end. That's an important wicket.
So the third wicket falls, that of the slim skipper Sachin Dalpadatu. Caught Tarin the ball Nipun for 8. It's 34 for 3.
Red Bull gives you wings.
See the background there. Havelock City. It's getting bigger, better.
Like something like the New York skyline.
I've not been there. Something even bigger than that is coming up.
Deshan Fernando is the new batsman. 15, the top score so far. He's not been among the runs. But I like Nipun's body language here, Haritha. He's getting that aggressiveness of a fast bowler, running in. Look at his follow through. He almost comes halfway down the track.
You know, the variations he makes is not predictable.
That was a dismissal. Poor thinking on the part of the captain. Didn't pick the slow delivery.
Having lost the openers, I think he should have stayed on till the innings ended.
Well, there was an attempt for a run out at the bowler's end. 35 for 3. The last man out, the skipper Sachin Dalpadatu for 8. The Red Bull Campus Cricket was not played in 2020 due to the COVID pandemic, but it's back here in 2021. Go through for a quick single. That will take the total to 36 for the loss of 3 wickets. Nipun will complete his second over. It's Slim put into bat, 36 for 3.
Red Bull gives you wings. ඒක නම් දැන් රහසක් නෙවෙයි.
These are the semi-finals of the Red Bull Campus Cricket CCC. Central Campus Colombo clearly on top in this first semi-final being worked off here at the BRC in Havelock Town, Colombo. Put into back first Slim. 36 for 3 at the end of 8 overs. They've lost 3 of their batsmen. Kanishka and Deshan will have a mammoth task in just 12 overs to be able to give some credibility to Slim's total and allow their bowlers to make a match out of this. For that matter, CCC have done really well from the time they've started bowling. Their captain has made all the right calls so far, and right now it's going to be Tharindu Rajapaksha, the new spinner, who will now try and trouble Deshan and Kanishka. They bowled well, CCC, and they will continue to do the good work, as just like the good work that ThePapare.com is doing in bringing you this action. And the man who's behind it is right next to me, Damit Veerasinghe. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Samir. Galpaya will hold the key here for Slim. It's very exciting to bring all these live coverages. Chamodya Tharindu Rajapaksha, the left arm spinner, represented Nalanda College. as a left-arm spinner, now playing for Central Campus Colombo, a branch of the HRMI. Deshan Fernando now. These two, Samir, will have to put up a partnership. That's very important here for Slim.
And they can't afford to take too many risks as well. They've already lost 3 wickets, Slim. Their opening batsmen not doing any favours to themselves. Very unintentional in the way they went about their innings as they started. Didn't look for too many shots or boundaries. And it's not like they weren't offered some loose deliveries. There were shots to be played, but one could question the intent with which they started. This time tries to go for a big slog sweep, a big appeal by Chamodya Rajapaksa there. He thought there might have been an underage there to the keeper, but not to be, as Kanishka is trying hard to up that scoring rate. But as I said, they'll have to take calculated risks from here on because they've already lost 3 wickets, but they need to up the scoring rate as well. So mammoth task ahead for these batsmen. Swept away to the field at fine leg. They cross over for another single.
The current rate is still 4.5, Samir. If they manage to get to about 120, that will be a very challenging score, because throughout this series there haven't been much high scoring games, very low scoring games.
Is that something we've noticed? And this is why Slim will feel that despite having lost those early wickets, they still can make a match out of it. We are yet to see how CCC will respond with the bat. But 9 overs, 40 for 3 usually doesn't seem like good reading in a T20 match. But looking at the history of how this tournament has gone so far, Slim might not feel all that bad. But Kanishka, having said that, has a big task in his hand. Oh, that's again in the air. But safe, not in front of a fielder, so they will cross over for another single. End of 9 overs, 41 for 3.
Kasun Ekanayaka, he got just 11 runs, then Nadun Deshan 6, Sachin Dalpadadu, the captain, made 8. Not happy scoring card for Slim. 5 extras rather. 9 overs, 41 for 3. Dilip Jayalat, Tevindu Senaratna, they'll have to give that late impetus to this Slim batting. Here's the Central Campus bowling unit. Heshan Danushka, Chamidu Vijayasinghe, Rohan Sanjay, Nipun Malinga, Chamodya Rajapaksha. But Nipun Malinga, he has been the most impressive bowler this morning. 41 for 3, and Heshan Danushka, who bowled 2 overs initially, now has been brought back.
It should be an interesting battle. Right arm off spinner to the left-hander Kanishka. He's able to push the first ball down to the field at fine. Like the one thing that the Slim have done well is been able to rotate the strike quite well, despite not getting those boundaries, which you usually expect at the start of a T20. They have been able to push the ball to the fielder's hands and run those singles. So credit to them for that. But having said that, as we keep saying, in T20 cricket, you need those regular boundaries to be able to get that score up there. Just 1-4 and 1-6 so far in almost 10 overs. Doesn't look for very good reading. Heshan Danushka bowled very well in his first 2 overs, was right on the mark, just like here, even in his second spell. See, that's what I'm talking about. You generally don't expect that, hitting it straight to the fielder and running for a single. So the fielders will need to be a bit more alert, will need to be on their toes. As you can see, Heshan is not very happy with the way the fielders are responding to his bowling.
What he's trying to do is have those fielders come up a tad bit rather than staying on that 30-yard circle. He's aiming for that short boundary there, Samir. They're playing on that second or the third pitch of this BRC turf. That the side towards the high-level ground, high-level road rather, just maybe 50 meters, very small boundary towards that section. Uggalpaya will definitely aim for that short boundary.
Once again, well placed there, just behind the field at fine leg for another single. So I think right now both these batsmen will just be telling themselves, let's get 4 to 5 runs in over until about the 15th over, because we can't afford to lose any more wickets, and then try and see to try and get as much as we can. And as you said, I think 120 will be a very competitive score, but to get to that, these two will have to bat well and bat smart. That being the key word there. Pushed quicker this time, nudged on to the leg side. Thought about it too for a second, but then Kanishka deciding that just a single is enough. They've already got 5 runs off this over.
Ugalpaya, former Anthonian captain, now playing for the Sri Lankan Institute of Marketing. Slim, as we all know, representing Slim in this Red Bull Campus Cricket National Finals in 2021. 10 overs completed. Slim now 46 for 3.
Red Bull gives you wings. ඒක නම් දැන් රහසක් නෙවෙයි.
46 for 3. The Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing going at 4.6 per over. Have lost 3 wickets. Those are the wickets to go. Chami's bowled really well there. Good lines and lengths. Troubled the batsman constantly with that pace and bounce. And then, of course, it was the speedster Malinga. And that surname always gets you wickets. This was a very impressive wicket for me. He got hit for a similar length delivery the previous ball for a 6. Stuck to it. Big slog sweep there. It's very light-hearted appeal from Chamodya Rajapaksa. But the umpire just not interested. I think Kanishka seems like he wants to tee off now, Damit.
Yes, I mean, they badly need a couple of boundaries here. Slim.
They've looked to sweep quite a bit. A couple of them have been successful, but Kanishka here struggling to get it off the middle of his bat. He's almost attempted it 4 times now, but I haven't seen him being too successful with the sweep shot. Chamodya pushing it a tad faster across the left-hander. This time will they cross over? No. Very well fielded there by the bowler himself, Chamodya. So 3 dot balls. Again, batsmen putting pressure onto themselves, trying to go for those big shots. Rather than that, get those 1s, get those 2s, and when you wait for that loose delivery, it'll come, and then you whack that for a boundary.
Much better there from Ugalpaya, using his feet, but poor running, Samir. They just jogged for that first single. They could have maybe put some pressure on the fielders. You need to run hard. When you're not getting boundaries, Samir, you need to run hard, especially your first run.
Yes, as the coaches always say, run the first one harder, so you're giving yourself a chance for a second run. Chamodya Rajapaksa has given away just 6 of his 10 balls. Oh, that's a reverse sweep attempt, but I think that may have been pitching outside the leg stump, with the umpire with a wry smile on his face, telling Chamodya, you might be asking too much from me, mate.
Definitely going down the leg side there.
Outside the off stump this time, pushed away again straight to the fielder. They haven't been able to find those gaps, and I think credit to CCC. I mean, they've placed their fielders very well from ball 1. They have made their homework against Slim's batsman. We'll come back to that. 11 has completed 48 for 3.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Here are the 2 teams playing this first semi-final of this Red Bull Campus Cricket National Finals. Central Campus, Avishka Perra, the captain, Kamidu Madarasinga, Buddhima Vijayasundara, Heshan Danushka, Chintakumara Chamidu Vijayasinghe, Nipun Malinga, Rohan Sanjay, Jitesh Wasala, Chamodya Rajapaksa and Tharindu Rajapaksa. Slim, captained by Sachin Dalpadadu. Rohan Sanjay now represented Sri Lanka under 19s, playing cricket for Coles Cricket Club now, the neighbouring club of where we are here. Let's take a look at those teams once again. Sachin Dalpadadu, the captain of Slim. Sanjay, a proud product of Tissa College in Kalutara.
Quite impressed with his bowling so far, Amit. He's been very smart in the way he's bowled, pushes it through to the batsman. Reminds me of Amin Miflal from St. Peter's. Not the ideal traditional spinner, but pushes it fast.
Tevindu Senaratna, Gihan Sampath, Dileep Jailath, they are yet to come.
Looks for a quick single there, but that was never going to be one. Deshan Fernando looking to get off strike, but that would have been a suicidal run had they gone for it, and I don't think Kanishka would have forgiven him for a long time had he taken that run. Rohan Sanjay has done very well in his 15 deliveries, just given away 10 runs. He might not have been among the wickets, but he's certainly applied pressure on the batsman, and they haven't been able to get him away. So once again pushed hard towards the leg side. Fielder at fine leg will cut it off for another single to Slim. So just 51 off 3 in 11.4 overs. Not enough. They need to get those boundaries and provide some impetus to this innings.
Red Bull Campus Cricket National Finals, the semi-finals here. This is the first semi-final. If you are joining in on Dialogue Television Channel 72 and on ThePapare.com, this is the first semi-final. The second semi-final will be played in the afternoon. Central Campus Colombo won the toss and elected to bowl first. Slim batting first now, 51 for 3. Just another single to end the 12th over. 52 for 3. Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing.
අගනා ඉනිමක් ක්‍රීඩා කරමින් ක්‍රීඩකයා ලකුණු 100 ආසන්නයේ. ඔහෝ අනපේක්ෂිත සිදුවීමක්. ක්‍රීඩා ලෝලියෙක් පිටිපස ආරක්ෂකයා. ඔහෝ ඔහු අල්ලා ගැනීම හීනයක් තමයි. තරගය මැදකට නතර වෙනවා. ක්‍රීඩකයා ඒ අතරතුර ගැම්මක් ගන්න සූදානම්. යලි තරගය ආරම්භ වෙනවා. ඔහු දැවෙන්ද පහරක්. කරදරකාරී ක්‍රීඩා ලෝලියා ඉලක්ක කරමින් ගැසුවා අනර්ග පහරක්. ඔහු ලකුණු 6ක්. ඉතාමත් විශිෂ්ට පහරක්. Red Bull gave him wings all right.
$52 for 3 in the end of the 12th. Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing definitely needs 1 or 2 big overs. Nipun comes back into the attack, 2 for 11 from his previous 2 overs. So he's been the pick of the bowlers for CCC or Central Colombo Campus. Now, interesting thing, Ricky, is when does Slim take the Energizer over? Do they take it before the 15th, or they keep it right till the end? Because they got a big hitter to come in.
Yes, I think they're probably, that's just too wide outside that off stump. They're probably waiting till Tevindu comes in to take it. I think the problem they have also had, they have really not got any batsmen who have settled in and who was free scoring. So probably to take advantage of that Energizer over, and they're still probably in thoughtful when they're going to take it, and they have never really got the momentum into this innings.
Yeah, the fact is that they've not really understood how the wicket behaves. Now that might go all the way. Just what the Slim wanted at this point. Kanishka, he's been there now for 24 deliveries. He's on 18, so he should be the key now. That one again, giving a little bit of room and playing it on the rise, getting a top edge. They will take it nevertheless down to the boundary. Very few that we've seen gone down to the boundary. 57 for 3 with that 4.
Yes, that was much needed. Lots of width outside that off stump from Nipun, just threw his arms at it.
Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. Now Nipun has got his line wrong here at the moment with this left-hander. He's giving far too much of room for Kanishka to free his arms. Now this is back-to-back boundaries. Now, is this the over that Slim are trying to get things back on track? Rather, very good slash. Once again, that little bit of room helping Kanishka.
Yes, they're getting a bit of momentum in this over, and he's not got his line, as you mentioned, correct to the left-hander. He's not got the field as well to bowl that line, and that's something the captain will have to look at.
Now this is good. This is good cricket. Playing with soft hands, pushing it on the offside, picking up the single, following it up with the 2 boundaries. We had 3 boundaries and a 6 so far in the innings. Now this has been the best over that we've seen for Slim. 9 runs, in fact 10 runs coming off the first 3 deliveries.
Yes, and they have to keep going now. They have to capitalize, get the maximum as possible, much as possible off this over. 28 of 30 deliveries, Deshan Fernando and Kanishka Galpaya in this partnership are much needed, and they should try to now take advantage of this over and get the momentum their way and try to have a final real blast in this balance 7 overs.
Fine leg is up in the circle, so the mid-on goes back, so it might be more or less a fuller length delivery. Wrapped on the pad, there is a shout, and up comes umpire Hathuru Singh's finger slowly, and that is the end of Deshan as Slim lose their 4th wicket.
Yes, full and straight. I think the change of his length really worked. He was slightly too short to the left hand, but to the right hand, coming wide of that crease as well, and bowling it right in the block hole, probably clipping that leg stump, and umpire Hathuru Singh gives it out. So Deshan Fernando goes for it.
Red Bull gives you wings.
6-2 for 4. If you're just joining us from whichever part of Sri Lanka you're in, you're watching the live coverage of the Red Bull Campus Cricket 2021 local tournament live from the BRC Grounds, courtesy of ThePapare.com. You can watch us on the ThePapare.com streaming and also on channel 72. Tevindu Senaratne, 54 the best score, and he'll definitely look at that strike rate, 161. I was quite surprised that he didn't come in much earlier when the situation really called, but let's see what he's up to. We got an Energizer over as well.
Well, that big smile on his face on his photograph, we have seen that over the years when he was playing for Royal, captain in Royal as well. And well, he's a character, a real character. If he gets going, we are going to see some fireworks.
Good start of delivery, a slow one straight away. Well, you're talking about Tevindu's smile, but when he was playing for Royal, Ricky, I don't think you had a smile on his face because he really hammered your Thomian bowlers in 1 year.
Yes, he definitely did in 1 year. And we had a smile when he got out, of course, always. But, well, a very likable character. And
played from the age of 15 for Royal.
Yes, very unpredictable. Very unpredictable when they really needed him. Sometimes he did not fire, and sometimes he really blasted his way through.
Oh, that's a good delivery. Change of pace again, working for Nipun. He comes back well after going for 10 in his first 3 deliveries. 13 overs done and dusted. It's 63 for 4.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Chamodya comes in for his 3rd over.
Yes, he's been very disciplined, just 7 runs so far. But this is a crucial 7 overs from here. They'll be looking to get at least to 120, another 60 of these 7 overs they'll be looking at. It's not been easy to bat on this wicket, but the bowlers have done an excellent job as well.
Look at the trajectory he bowls, Ricky, because he knows that the wicket is slow. It's coming off the track very slowly. He's really giving it a lot of loop. That was a quicker delivery than the previous one. So I think what CCC have done, the bowlers have done, they've really identified on what the pace that you need to bring into this surface. And that's what the batsmen have not really understood. They've tried to hit the big ones, which have not really come on to the bat. So I think it's a real cat and mouse game out there.
Yes, and the captain has mixed up his bowlers quite well. Kosala, we should give him a bit of credit as they pick up another single. We have seen him mix up the fast bowlers with the spinners. They started with the spinner, then we saw Chamindu bowl at one end. When Chamindu took a break, we saw Nipun come in and bowl. So he's mixed up the pace and the spin and really controlled the game really well.
This time again, not afraid to give air even to Thevindu. And definitely been a decent. He started off well. He bowled in the power play for just 7 runs from his 2 overs, which is good. He needs to finish off well for Colombo Central Campus.
So with 6 wickets in hand, Slim really have to go for it.
And there again, you see, not really picking what is coming on. Looking to play across the line that was far too outside the off stump. Now they need to push for this. They need to push for it, but they'll only pick up a single. Thevindu is not the quickest of movers around the 22 yards. 14 overs done, 67 for 4.
අගනා ඉනිමක් ක්‍රීඩා කරමින් ක්‍රීඩකයා ලකුණු 100 ආසන්නයේ. අනපේක්ෂිත සිදුවීමක්. ක්‍රීඩා ලෝලියෙක් පිටිපස ආරක්ෂකයා. ඔහු අල්ලා ගැනීම හීනයක් තමයි. තරගය මැදකට නතර වෙනවා. ක්‍රීඩකයා ඒ අතරතුර ගැම්මක් ගන්න සූදානම්. යලි තරගය ආරම්භ වෙනවා. ඔහු දැවෙන්ද පහරක්. කරදරකාරී ක්‍රීඩා ලෝලියා ඉලක්ක කරමින් ගැසුවා අනර්ග පහරක්. ඔහු ලකුණු 6ක්. ඉතාමත් විශිෂ්ට පහරක්. Red Bull gave him wings all right.
So there you go again, Kosala. As soon as Nipun has been taken out of the attack, Chamindu replaces him. So this is how the trend has been. Pace at one end, spin at the other end. So
And
good captaincy by Avishkar.
Also, Ricky, that the feeling that I get is that Nipun has been held back by the captain for maybe the final 2 overs because he's just got 1 more to go.
Yes, so just a single. And also I have this feeling that Kanishka Ugalpaya, he prefers the pace on the ball. He's batting very much better against the fast bowlers than against the spin. He's been really uncomfortable against the left-arm spinner as we saw it in the last over. But looks good against the pace.
Well, the other fact is now, when does the Energizer over come in? Who does the slim batsman prefer? Are they going to take it against a spinner or are they going to take it against a quick?
So probably they'll go against the spinner, but the spinners have bowled really well on this wicket and it's been difficult to go against the spin.
I would go the other way. I would take the pace because the more the ball comes on, it's much easier to play.
Yes, they'll probably give Thevindu a couple of overs here and see how it goes. Oh, India, simple catch. Simple catch. Now this is the unpredictability I was talking about when it comes to Thevindu Senaratne. On his day, he can destroy an attack, but on the other days he could look very ordinary as well. That was quick onto him, a little bit more effort in that delivery from Chamindu Vijayasinghe, and he was in no position to play that pull shot. Simple catch for the wicket keeper. He departs caught by Kavindu and he's out for 3.
Red Bull gives you wings. ඒක නම් දැන් රහසක් නෙවෙයි.
So 68 for 5. We were just talking about that Energizer over, and once again a setback for Slim. While they were looking to get some momentum, they lost another wicket, and this certainly will put them in a lot of difficulty.
We'd like to have a look at that dismissal, Ricky, but I just think that I saw that ball from Chamod was delivered about half a foot behind the popping crease.
So Nadun Hangama, just 2 games, 19 runs, high score of 17, strike rate of 121. He'll have a lot of work to do here. Still 6 overs remaining. So that's quite a lot of deliveries left.
This is good from Chamindu, right on the money. 2 for 9, he's been impressive. So this is the dismissal of Temindu that we're looking at. There you go. Half a foot behind the crease was what that delivery was.
Yes, and here the batsman was out of his crease as well, so you can see he was in no position. Generally you look to rock back and pull that, but he was looking to come forward and just sort of played the pull shot from outside his crease. Much better, good bowling, good single, good run in between the wickets. They had to go for it.
A direct hit might have had him. Direct hit might have him, and that would have been real problems for Slim.
Definitely it was their set batsman who was going to the danger end. Kanishka, oh yes, he was out by a long way probably. Just missed. But they wanted the single, they wanted Kanishka back on strike.
It was Avishka the captain on that occasion.
Chamindu Vijay Singh has always bowled with a good control. We have seen it over the years. He's bowled wicket to wicket, gets a bit of movement.
Forman Alandir.
So his captain knows what exactly Chamindu can do. Oh, well bowled. Right in the block hole. Nothing much he could do about that. Another throw at the non-striker's end. Overthrows now. It's all happening here down in the centre.
What do you call it? Comedy of errors?
Yes, sir, definitely. The fielders had the opportunity. Finally, they get the single they were looking for.
More than the comedy of errors, that was good observation from the batsman. Like say, there was an attempt at the non-striker's end, and the moment that was missed, Kanishka was picking up that single.
Yes, also I think one thing they can just take positively so far in this tournament, we have seen a lot of low-scoring games, and even though the teams have chased down those targets, they have struggled. That's a full toss.
That's a poor delivery. One of the very rare mistakes that Chamindu had been doing. It's down to the boundary for 4, 74 for 5, 15 overs gone.
Unanimous decision. A new world record win.
So the second semi-final, Imperial College versus ESOF. That's also a very interesting game. It starts at 1:15 p.m. and also will come to you live on ThePapare.com. This is Red Bull Campus Cricket 2021.
Yes, the national tournament live and kicking here at the BRC Grounds. And you could catch the game on ThePapare.com, as Kosala said, on channel 72 on Dialogue TV. Don't forget to log in and also register with ThePapare.com. And there you go. That's what you were looking forward to, Kosala.
Well, the Energizer over has been taken. I think this is a good time. You need to take it. Kanishka is a set batsman. And Heshan, 12 from his previous 3. And they're going to try him on. No, he's a right arm off spin bowler. Now look at the field, Ricky. So the intention is he's going to fire it in.
Yes, every run scored, you're going to get it doubled.
They're going to push for 2? No.
They will get 2. Nevertheless, that 1 run will be counted as 2 at the end of the day. But you cannot afford to lose a wicket here, because they will go minus.
There won't be minus, Ricky.
It will be
The
5
batting
points
side,
to the fielding.
No points, it's runs. 5 runs added to the fielding side. They start with 5+.
Yes, so they can't afford to do that because they still have a low score here, just 76 on the board. So this is very, very important that they do not lose a wicket, especially when you're a low scoring game. It's very, very important. Every run counts.
Good delivery. There was a lot of loop in that and it was dipping on the batsman. Good variation there.
Well, I'm a touch surprised that they took it in this over.
Intent was good, but just a single.
Like you mentioned, Kosal, I would have thought they waited for the next over and taken it when the fast bowler was bowling with a bit of pace on the ball, maybe an outside edge. Those luck comes your way.
Though I said single, it's 2 runs to the total.
So we will take it as it happens, and the people watching can double it up.
So 4 runs in this Energizer over. 3 more to go. Oh, that's good. Beautifully played. That will bring them 8 runs. Just what the doctor ordered. 86.
Well, he's looking really good. He's moved up to 32 of 34. Kanishka, he's looked the best from the lot so far today. Very well placed. His intention was really clear. Gave himself that just a bit of room and got it wide off the fielder.
More than giving room, Ricky, I think he made room for himself on that occasion because he knows that it's not turning away from him. He's darting it in.
This time plays it late, just unable to get it. Probably looking to play it a touch finer.
So 2 more to the total. So we've got 14 of the Energizer over so far.
So 1 more to go. Crucial delivery. They must try to get maximum out of it.
Well, they'll pick 1, but it'll be 2. So 16 runs from the Energizer over, which will take Slim to 89 for 5 at the end of 16.
ලෝපුරා ක්‍රිකට් ලෝලීන්ගේ හදවත්වල සදා රැඳුණු ක්‍රිකට් ලොව දැවැන්තයින් නැවතත් පිටියේ දස්කම්පාන අන්ඇකඩමි රෝඩ් සේෆ්ටි වර්ල්ඩ් සීරීස් රටවල් 6ක් ක්‍රිකට් තරඟ 15ක් මාර්තු 5 වනදා සිට 21 වනදා දක්වා ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් කලර්ස් ටීවී ඔස්සේ සජීවීව නරඹන්න.
So Kanishka Uggalpaya sheet anchor role. The main story is that he's still there.
Chamodya Rajapaksha there. Just a single. That was bat. That's why umpire Hathur Singh didn't signal it as a leg by.
Yeah, the last batsman dismissed was Tevindu Senaratne. He was out for 3. He is now the top scorer of the tournament with 71 runs.
Beautifully placed there by Uggalpaya.
He is playing king cricket now for his team at the right time. Sensible cricket this from the Katukastota Antonian. Was he captain there?
Yes, Haritha. He captained St. Anthony's College. Played for more than 4 seasons. Missed that time.
Close call. The best all-rounder so far has been Sachita Jayatilaka of Central Campus. 5 wickets and 63 runs. So So see, you got to play decent cricket. I think he's playing decent cricket. This is what I said. You can't try to force the pace on this wicket. You've got to be sensible. The loose ball will come. See what I mentioned? This is exactly what I mentioned.
Beautiful batting from Ahangama. One bounce into the boundary rope. That's the 100 for Slim.
This is a landmark which has not been reached regularly. I said 120 minimum.
End of 17 overs. Slim 101 for 5.
Live from the BRC ground at Havelock Park. You're with ThePapare.com, the leading sports hub in the country. Commitment. Damit, you played at this ground. You think they could get to another 20 runs?
They definitely can, Haritha. 120 to 125. Would be a defendable score, isn't it?
Yeah, this is so far a good 34-run partnership, the best of the innings.
That energized over of 16 runs really helped Slim.
Yeah, when you play a semi-final of this nature, you need to do well. Nipun Malinga is now joint top wicket taker with 6 wickets, including the 2 he captured today. He was lucky.
They need to take risk now at the moment, Haritha.
Yes.
But since, as you correctly said, since Ahangama joined Ugalpaya, they've been able to push the score. There was a time where they were struggling to even get to 100. If not for this partnership. Fired it in. Just a single. He saw the batsman coming down the track. Very well bowled there by Rohan Sanjay.
Yeah, with the likes of Nipun Malinga, Rohan Sanjay, Chamindu Veerasinghe, Avishka Pereira, youth international experience. Kavindu Madarasinghe, who's had 3 victims behind the stumps. As I said, he was collecting the ball. Good that you've been able to show this cricket, Damit. Lot of following.
Beautiful glove work there from Madarasinghe. That's the end of Nadu Nahangama. Rohan Sanjay picks up his first wicket. Came down the track and missed the ball completely. That's the 6th wicket for Slim. They are now 105 for 6. Nadu Nahangama stumped for just 14 runs. 18 overs completed, 105 for 6.
Unanimous decision. You are record.
37-run partnership for the 6th wicket. Very good. 4 victims for Kavindu Madarasinghe. Can Kanishka Uggalpaya make another 10 runs? He's made a runner ball 40. Slow at the beginning, is looking good now.
The new batsman Gihan Sampath, just 7 runs in that first game against Icon. He'll have a lot of work to do with the ball later on, but now he'll have to give some company to Kanishka Uggalpaya. They are now 105 for 6, 2 overs remaining.
Yeah, his strike rate is good. So can they make another 20 runs off the next 12 balls?
Cheeky there from Uggalpaya, but just a couple of runs. Paddle sweep of Nipun Malinga. He doesn't seem to like when the batsman uses the paddle sweep against him.
See, he's picked up a wicket with a Yorker. With his pace and the ability to variate his pace, this would be quite a good challenge. Good effort on the part of the fielder.
That shot prompted Avishka Pereira to push that short fine leg field to the fence.
He's created the pressure on the bowler. Malinga bowling from the Timirigasaya end has not been the same bowler that he seemed to be, like bowling from the Pamankad end. Good cricket all round, good delivery, improvised shot, and a superb bit of fielding in the covers.
Captain Avishka Pereira there, naturally a wicket keeper. Now playing as a fielder since Madara Singh takes care of the wicket keeping duties.
Avishka Pereira can also bowl. He's picked up wickets in big matches.
Good all-round cricketer. Playing for Coles Cricket Club. That's where Nipun Maling is also playing. Slim, which is being coached by Shanuka Disanayaka. He's also the coach of Coles Cricket Club. Gihan Sampath. Let's see what he can do. A tall, lanky batsman.
I would have thought he would have used the Yorker first ball up.
I thought this Red Bull Campus Cricket has done a world of good for most of these youngsters.
Yeah, the biggest name is Lokesh Rahul, KL Rahul of India. He's become a sensation in the world cricket scene these days. That's 4. He was lucky inside edge, I would have been imagined. It was the Yorker, but he got away with it.
They'll take anything that comes their way. Haritha now. Slim. Very lucky there.
Now this over, there'll be pressure. Nipun Malinga now has 3 wickets, is he? 3 for 30. So easily the best bowler, the highest wicket taking bowler in the tournament now. Who's going to catch it?
Good take there. Went so high in the air. That's the end of Gihan Sampath. Nipun Malinga picks up his 4th wicket.
Very well judged. Very well judged. Those are not easy, those skyscrapers.
Buddhima Vijayasundara, the fielder there. Slim now 113 for 7.
Unanimous decision. A new world record.
they seem to be able to get to 120. New batsman is Dilip Ajalat, is it? Brilliant hit.
"12 runs this over. 2 vital boundaries of Nipun Malinga. 117 for 7 after 19 overs. Dilip Ajalat, the new batsman, will have a lot of work with the ball later on, isn't it? Haritha, left arm spinner from Anand College, represented Bloomfield Cricket and Athletic Club as well. Now playing for the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing.
I must congratulate you and commend you, Damit, for those fingertip statistics.
One over remaining. What can he do with the bat, Dilip Ajalat?
Yeah, he should give it over to Kanishka Uggalpaya. 5 fours out of the 9 in the innings for him so far. There has also been 1-6 so far. So they may be looking now at 125, which is very challenging. After being 68 for 5 at one stage.
Shamindu Vijayasinghe now. Smart cricket by Dilip Ajalat, giving over to the well set Kanishka Uggalpaya. He came in after the fall of the first wicket, Uggalpaya, and he's been able to hold these innings together.
Yeah, I thought when the openers had used up most of the power play overs, somebody had to play in, and as the number 3 bat, I thought it was his duty to hold the innings together. He's done exactly that and done a little bit more too, I think. 43 balls for his 47. Vijayasinghe trying to do a little bit extra. Uggalpaya would have thought that he would have made contact, because that would have just flown to the boundary.
Fine leg is up on the circle. He was aiming for that short boundary there. Couple of boundaries in this over will definitely help Slim.
The wicket has dried up. The ball is coming a lot more easier to the bat. .50 for him with 6 fours. Brilliant knock.
Kanishka Uggalpaya is putting up a show here at BRC Grounds.
Anybody else who's made past 50 that you remember?
Navotpat Paranavitana made a half century for Central Campus Colombo.
What about Tevindu Senaratne? Did he make a half century?
Tevindu Senaratne made a half century. Sachita Jayatilaga made 63. Navot Paranavitana made 52.
So that 63 is the highest individual score, is it?
Yes, Sachita Jayatilaka's 63 is the highest individual score. Kanishka Uggalpaya.
Somebody got 5 wickets, the best bowling. Is that right?
Ayesh Harshana took 4 for 15.
Yeah, there's
and
another.
Sachita Jayatilaka took 5 for 19 also. So he's the player.
Bowled him. He's done his part. 3rd wicket for Chamindu Vijayasinghe. Kanishka Uggalpaya walks off. This is good cricket. After conceding that boundary, bang on middle stump.
You miss, I hit. Kanishka Uggalpaya, a very good innings by the left-hander. He goes for 51. Slim now 123 for 8.
Unanimous decision. A new world record win.
great to see. When we talk about all these statistics, there are so many others who have done so much for their respective teams. Red Bull Campus Cricket gives you an identity. They don't concede a boundary, they'll be very happy. I think Central Campus will be happy with what they have to chase. The captains were spot on. They were harboring around 120, 130 in the interview.
Caught behind. Shamidu Vijayasinghe picks up his 4th wicket.
5th victim for Kavidu Madarasinghe.
The two seamers, Haritha, have shared 8 wickets. Underage of Nimesh Tarindu, 123 for 9 with only 1 ball remaining.
See what here, the damage that Chamidu Vijayasinghe has done is that he's not conceded runs and picked up 2 wickets in this last over. That's a lot. If he went for about 10 runs and they got to 130, that would have probably made a psychological impact on the reply. But now they're mentally back in the game.
Sometimes it's all about the momentum, Haritha, especially in T20 cricket. Good end from Chamidu Vijayasinghe. Just 6 runs in the final over. Slim ends on 124 for 9 from the 20 overs after being sent into bat. Either, who do you think will be the happier team?
I think Central Campus will be happy chasing this total. The wicket looks a lot more predictable. The ball is coming on to the bat a lot better. I don't think the variety in that Institute of Marketing bowling attack is as strong as what we've seen in the Central Campus team in the morning. But 2020 cricket is very unpredictable. But one thing is that they have the batting, the all-round batting to get to this total.
Definitely, Haritha, but the commendable bowling performances came off the two seamers, Chamidu Vijayasinghe and Nipun Malinga, two former Sri Lanka youth players. Plenty of Sri Lanka youth players now.
Yeah, and they were helped by the wicketkeeper, Kavidu Madarasinghe, another Sri Lanka youth player. 5 victims, 4 catches, 1 stump. Very good work. Overall, their fielding was good, ground fielding.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Kasun Ekanayaka, he started off early on, but then Chamidu Vijayasinghe picked up the wicket of Nadun Darshana there. Kasun Ekanayaka was the first wicket for Nipun Malinga.
After getting into double figures, he should have stayed on.
Yes, that beautiful 6 by Sachin Dalpadadu, the captain. The very next ball, he was dismissed.
Good comeback by the bowler.
They lost 3 early wickets. And since then, Kanishka Uggalpaya and Deshan Fernando, they put up a very solid partnership for that 4th wicket.
28 runs.
That was Nipun Malinga's 3rd wicket. Tevidu Senaratnam, a lot was expected of him, but he couldn't
I thought he came a bit late.
Couldn't do much, but then Nadun Ahangama and Kanishka Uggalpaya used that Energizer over pretty well. 16 runs came off that Energizer over. Kanishka Uggalpaya, brilliant half century from him. Nadun Ahangama, they provided a much needed impetus to that innings, slim innings. Nipul Malinga, he ended off with 4 wickets.
2 of his overs cost him about 26 runs. But he picked up wickets at crucial times. But it was all Kanishka Uggalpaya show in the latter half of the innings. Very sensible knock.
Chamandu Vijayasinghe picked up a couple of wickets in that final over. Gave only 6 runs. He ended off with 4 for 22. Slim 124 for 9 from their 20 overs. Kanishka Uggalpaya was by far the best batsman for Slim today in this first semi-final between Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing and Central Campus Colombo. Red Bull Campus Cricket 2021, the national finals. These are the first semi-finals of the national competition. We'll go in for a commercial break, and after that we will have the second innings of this first semi-final. Will Central Campus Colombo be able to chase this 125 down?
දක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩකයෝ හිටියා එනකොට ආගත්තේ කුලල් කාගත්තේ නැහැ තරගවාර එකක් දෙකක් පරදිනකොට හුඟක් මානසිකත්වයෙන් පල්ලයට වැටෙනවා
ක්‍රීඩක එක්ක එක මැච් එකක් ලොස් වුණා කියලා ඉතින් එයා ලොස්මයි කියන්නත් බෑ
Have you got a lot to say about sport? Are you known for long rants on Facebook? Why not get published on Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub? Here's your chance. Let us take your opinions to the world. Send in your work to editor@thepapare.com to be featured on Free Hit, where everyone gets a say.
Cricket Lowly Open නොයිව සිල්ලෙන් බලා සිටි අපේ සිංහයන් සහ බටහිර ඉන්දිය කොදෙව්වන් එකිනෙක ගැටෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකා ක්‍රිකට් කණ්ඩායමේ බටහිර ඉන්දිය කොදෙව් තරඟ සංචාරය. එක්දින තරඟ 3ක් සහ ටෙස්ට් තරඟ 2ක් ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් channel 1 ඔස්සේ සහ View app එක ඔස්සේ සජීවීව නරඹන්න. ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ටෙලිවිෂන් රසාස්වාදය.
என்னுடைய பெயர் முகமது ரிஷாட். நான் ThePapare.com-இன் சிரேஷ்ட ஊடகவியலாளராக பணியாற்றிக் கொண்டிருக்கின்றேன்.
நான் முகமது அசார்டி ThePapare.com-இல் ஒரு ஊடகவியலாளராக பணிபுரிகின்றேன்.
21ஆம் நூற்றாண்டில் விளையாட்டின் முக்கியத்துவமானது சர்வதேச ரீதியில் வேகமாக பரவி வந்தது. இலங்கையை பொறுத்தமட்டில் தமிழ் பேசுகின்ற வீரர்களுடைய திறமைகள் பற்றிய தகவல்கள் பத்திரிகைகள் வாயிலாக மாத்திரமே பிரசுரிக்கப்பட்டு வந்தன. அதிலும் குறிப்பாக எமது வீரர்களுடைய திறமைகள் டிஜிட்டல் வடிவில் வெளி உலகுக்கு கொண்டு செல்லப்படாமை இந்த நவீன உலகத்தில் மிகப்பெரிய சவாலாக இருந்தது மாத்திரமல்லாமல் எமது வீரர்களின் முன்னேற்றம் மற்றும் அவர்களுக்கு உதவிகளை பெறுவதற்கும் அது தடையாக இருந்தது.
நான் சிறுவயது முதலே ஒரு கிரிக்கெட் பிரியர். கிரிக்கெட் விளையாட்டு தொடர்பான பல தகவல்கள் எனக்கு தெரிந்திருந்ததோடு அந்த விளையாட்டு தொடர்பான ஓரளவு அறிவும் இருந்தது. ஆனால் எனக்குள் இருந்த விடயங்களை வெளிப்படுத்துவதற்கான ஒரு களம் கிடைக்கவில்லை.
இவ்வாறான காலப்பகுதியில் தான் சுமார் 10 வருடங்களுக்கு முன் இலங்கையினுடைய விளையாட்டின் வளர்ச்சியில் ஒரு பங்காளராகும் நோக்கில் ThePapare.com தனது சேவையை ஆரம்பம் செய்தது. இலைமறை காயாக இலங்கையினுடைய நாலாபுறங்களிலும் இருக்கக்கூடிய தமிழ் பேசுகின்ற வீரர்களுக்கு கை கொடுக்கவும் அவர்களை உலகறிய செய்வதற்கும் ThePapare.com தனது சேவையினை தொடர்ந்து வழங்கி வந்தது. அது மாத்திரமல்லாமல் எமது சேவையானது தற்போது டிஜிட்டல் மயமாக்கப்பட்டு அந்த வீரர்களுடைய செய்திகள், புகைப்படங்கள் மற்றும் அந்த வீரர்கள் பங்கு பெற்றுகின்ற போட்டிகளை நேரடியாக ஒளிபரப்பு செய்து வருகின்றது. இதனால் அந்த வீரர்கள் இன்று சர்வதேச ரீதியில் பேசப்படக்கூடிய வீரர்களாக மாறியிருக்கின்றார்கள் என்பதும் குறிப்பிடத்தக்கது.
எனவே எனது பிரச்சனைக்கான தீர்வாக ThePapare.com நான் தெரிவு செய்தேன். ThePapare.com தெரிவு செய்த பின்னர் பல வருடங்களாக கிரிக்கெட் கட்டுரைகளை எழுதி வந்தேன். கிரிக்கெட் கட்டுரைகளை எழுதும் காலப்பகுதியிலே எனக்கு வீடியோ காணொலிகளை தயாரிப்பதற்கான ஒரு வாய்ப்பும் கிடைத்தது. இதற்கு மேலதிகமாக ஒரு பிரசன்டராகவும் தற்பொழுது செயற்பட்டு வருகின்றேன். ஒரு கிரிக்கெட் பிரியராக இருந்த எனது கனவு ThePapare.com மூலமாக நனவாகி இருக்கின்றது.
நீங்கள் விரும்பிய பாடசாலையினுடைய விளையாட்டை அபிவிருத்தி செய்வதற்கு உங்களுக்கு ஒரு அரிய வாய்ப்பு உள்ளது. ThePapare.com சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் மூலம் 10% அந்த பாடசாலைக்கு பெற்றுக் கொடுக்க முடியும். அது மாத்திரமல்லாமல் இலங்கையினுடைய அடுத்த தலைமுறையினருக்கு இந்த சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் மூலம் உங்களால் உதவி செய்யவும் முடியும். எனவே இலங்கையினுடைய விளையாட்டை அபிவிருத்தி செய்வதற்கு நீங்கள் எங்களுக்கு ஒத்துழைப்பு தாருங்கள். இலங்கை விளையாட்டில் ஒரு புரட்சியை ஏற்படுத்துவதற்கு ThePapare.com சப்ஸ்கிரைப் செய்யுங்கள்.
මම දමිත් වීරසිංහ, Head of Cricket at ThePapare.com.
මම ශනුක ගමගේ, Senior Communications Executive at ThePapare.com.
මම දිනුෂ්කි රණසිංහ, Head of Photography, Athletics, Swimming and Tennis at ThePapare.com.
මම මුදිත් ජයසේකර, ThePapare.com Web and Platform Manager.
ලංකාවේ පාසල් තරඟ, big matches, domestic cricket සහ ජාත්‍යන්තර ක්‍රිකට් තරඟ ඩිජිටලීකරණය කිරීමේ ලොකු අවශ්‍යතාවයක් තිබුණා.
ක්‍රීඩාවක පැවැත්මට හා සංවර්ධනයට ප්‍රේක්ෂක ආකර්ෂණ ඉතා වැදගත්. නමුත් එක්තරා කාලයක ප්‍රධාන ක්‍රීඩා එකක් දෙයක් කරන්න අනිකුත් ක්‍රීඩාවන් මහජනතාව අතරට ගියේ නැහැ. අපේ ක්‍රීඩිකාවන් කෙතරම් දක්ෂතා දැක්වුවත්, කොයිතරම් ජයග්‍රහණ ලබා ගත්තත් ඒවා ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන්ට සමීප වුණේ නැහැ.
ඒෂියන් ලෙවල් එකට චැලෙන්ජ් කරන්න පුළුවන් ඇත්ලීට්ස්ලා ලංකාව පුරාම ඉන්නවා. ඉන්ටර්නැෂනල් ලෙවල් එකේ ජයග්‍රහණයක් ලබා ගත්තත් ඒ අයට නිසි ඇගයීමක් ලැබුණේ නැහැ.
ඉන්ටර්නෙට් ලංකාවේ කොච්චර ජනප්‍රිය වුණත් ලංකාවේ ක්‍රීඩාවට ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකේ තැනක් තිබුණේ නැහැ. ලංකාවෙන් පිටින් අයට ලංකාවේ ක්‍රීඩාව ගැන දැනගන්නට මාර්ගයක් තිබුණේ නැහැ.
ThePapare.com අපි ඒ අවශ්‍යතාවය හඳුනාගෙන ලංකාවේ අස්සක් මුල්ලක් නෑරින්න සීලු ක්‍රිකට් ක්‍රීඩකින්ම ලෝකෙ ඉදිරියට ගෙනාවා.
අපේ උත්සාහය උනේ මෙන්න මේ හිඩස පිරවීම. ක්‍රිකට්, රග්බි, පාපන්දු වලින් නොනවති ලංකාව පුරා පවතින ක්‍රීඩා තරඟාවලි පිළිබඳ තොරතුරු අපි ලෝකෙටම ගෙන ගියා.
Welcome back to Havelock Town Colombo. BRC is the ground we are at. The ThePapare team is all set to bring you the second innings of the first semi-final here being worked off between Slim, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, and Central Campus Colombo. This is the Red Bull Campus Cricket 2021 National Semi-Finals, and we have just witnessed the first innings of Slim. They were put into bat by CCC and they managed 125 in their 20 overs, which by most people's opinion might just not be enough, because Central Campus Cricket have done very well in leading up to these semi-finals, and the experts will say that Central Campus should have the CC. Speaking of experts, joining me for this second innings is someone I'm shared in the commentary box for after almost a decade. Say hello to Kosala Suresh Chandra.
Yes, Samir, definitely nice to be back on air with you. 125 the target, yeah, as you said, might be easy.
Starting off, it's been just like their counterparts. Kasuneka Nayaka deciding to take the ball himself and he will want to make sure that he doesn't give away too much to the opening batsman. Slim have a big task at their hand here. Kosala, they will need to pick up regular wickets if they are to make anything, to do anything to be able to defend this total.
First runs on the board for CCC, and what CCC should realize from what they've seen in the previous innings is the horizontal bat shots are not that easy on this track, Sami. So they need to figure out where they need to get their runs. Playing more straighter would be the better option.
Spot on, Kosala. Kavindu Madarasinghe, the wicket keeper, tall left-hand batsman, is the other opening batsman alongside Avishka Pereira. And these two will look to ensure that they get off to a decent start in the first power play. Very well bowled there by Kason, right on the money to the left-hander.
Former Royal captain, Madarasinghe. Loads of experience for him.
Pushed away to the leg side, and Kavindu will also get off the mark with a single. So steady so far by CCC. And looking at the target that they're chasing, Kosala, they don't need to take very big risks. Just 1 or 2 good overs and they're through, aren't they?
It all depends on what their game plan is, Samir. Whether they want to take the power play the maximum, or whether they want to have wickets in hand going further on.
Pushed down the leg side once again to the field. A lot of runs since morning have come in the third man fine leg regions, and that's because the ball has come out quite slowly, hasn't it, off the wicket. The batsman has time to rock onto the back foot and guide it towards that third man and fine leg region. And as we've noticed in the last 5 overs of the first innings, now suddenly it's becoming a bit more easy to bat on. Although this time it seemed as if the ball held onto the pitch. End of the first over, it is 3 for no loss.
There is nothing quite like the Six Nations, where emotion flows, pride bursts, and talent soars.
Wow, absolute wow.
Get caught up in the tournament that stops the nations.
You cannot take your eyes off this game for a moment. It's a fairy tale finish.
Six Nations, live on Rugby Pass TV.
Dilip Jayaratne will be the other opening bowler. He will be bowling from the Timbriga Siaya end.
Dual spin attack, Samir, from Slim. So they've identified that the slower the ball comes, it's not going to be easy for the batters to get their runs.
And that seems to be the right approach, isn't it? You'll have to manufacture your runs, you'll have to manufacture your shots. We noticed that the slim batsmen found it, even though the fast bowlers did get the wickets, they found it easy to get the fast bowlers away. When it was full, when it was short, they were able to pull, they were able to drive. But for the spinners, it was very difficult for them to bat against. So good move, Slim, and that was very well flighted again. So Dilipa will want to make sure, just like his counterpart, that he doesn't try too many things. Stitch together as many dot balls as possible, put the pressure back on the batting team, and see if you can then prize out a wicket.
Dot balls will be the key.
Cut away this time, Tavindu will clean up. Is that Tavindu though? Yes, it is. Good job there by him at extra cover.
Again, you can see, Samir, that the intention for the batsman was to hit it between cover and extra cover, but the ball was going towards the point region. That's the slowness of this wicket.
On point, Kosala, just not coming on, isn't it? As I said, you'll have to manufacture your shots. Jumps forward this time and beautifully guides it over covers. That's a very good shot, and he gets the maximum value of it. 4 runs, beautifully played.
Well, that's the way to go. Try to play it in that V area and try to get it over the infield, up to the pitch of the ball. Good footwork, something you don't see much from modern day cricketers.
And it's encouraging to see, isn't it, in campus cricket, young batsmen playing proper cricket shots, even though it's oh, that's very well bowled. Almost yorked himself over there on the leg stump. Lucky that missed the stump there, Avishka. It's a good comeback from Dilipa there after getting hit for a boundary.
Definitely a fantastic comeback delivery. Pushed quickly through there on that occasion. And as you said correctly, almost yorked him.
Once again, hops forward and this time straight down the ground. Is that a 6? Has it crossed the boundary? Let's wait for the umpire's signal. So CCC, we thought, might take it a bit easy because their total isn't so much. But they've decided to go for the big ones from the first over, maximum.
Well, I think that's the plan. I think that what they're trying to do is they're going to try and get the maximum out of this power play with the two fielders outside the circle.
Very well played, very well played. These are signs of good cricketers, isn't it? You get that boundary, you cross over for a single. Avishka Perera doing very well there. 2 overs completed, 14 for no loss.
உங்கள் கிராமத்தில், உங்கள் நகரில், உங்கள் பிரதேசத்தில் உள்ள வீரர்கள் திறமையானவர்களா? அவர்களின் திறமைகளை நீங்கள் அறிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டுமா? தமிழ் பேசும் உங்களின் திறமைகளை உலகறியச் செய்யும் உங்களுக்கான யூடியூப் சேனல் www.youtube.com/ThePapare.
CCC 14 for no loss in 2 overs. Kasun will continue. Swept and swept beautifully there. Wonderfully played. Straight down at square leg for a boundary. So pressure straight away on Kasun Ekanayaka going for a boundary of the first ball. What a shot by Avishka.
Super shot. Once again, he was not trying to hit it that square. He was hitting it in front, and that's the key in this track.
There you go, a replay of that. A beautiful sweep shot there. This time pushing it, but not being able to. Avishka Perera has come out with the intent of going after the bowling, and he's applying the pressure back onto the base because when he was fielding, he realized that when the spinners got on top of the batsman, because the batsman didn't attack them early. Now he's using that in the reverse. That's once again hammered past the fielders, cuts the two fielders through the gap for another boundary. Intention by Avishka Perera, 21 of just 12. This is a brilliant start for CCC.
Just what they would want to get on top of that required run rate. That's the key again. Flight at delivery and beautifully played into the gap for a boundary. I think with the newness of the ball, he really lost the grip of it, the bowler.
Is it straight to the hands? Yes, it is. A shot too many by Avishka Perera this time. As you can see, Thevindu there. He's delighted with that wicket. And Kasun Ekanayaka, redemption for him. He persisted with that foolish length. He invited Avishka to go for his shots. And eventually Avishka plays a shot too many. And this time perishes. But what he has done, he's given his side a beautiful start. 21 of 13.
There you go. Again, trying to play across the line. Got good contact, but didn't get the distance. And Thevindu, well, he just swallowed it.
Avishka Perera goes for 21, CCC 22 for 1 in the middle of the third over.
Interesting to see what the approach now from CCC will be. They've got a good start. They're on a good platter. They're ahead of the required run rate. As you said, a platform set by their captain. And now Madara Singh and Heshan will just need to work things around, keep this run rate afloat and make sure that they've got things under control. Heshan Danushka.
Opened the bowling for his team, and now he's here at number 3 with a strike rate of 116. I think he's ideally suited for what CCC wants to do right now. And now that they've got the start, as you said, they have that cushion. They have that above 6 run rate going for them. It's just about ticking the scoreboard now, getting those 5 runs off the over for the next few overs. That's if they decided to do this. But if they still want to go ahead, it's entertainment for us, isn't it?
And also, they also will have in the mind of the Energizer over coming in, so they're how they can double it up.
Push to the fielder at mid-off and deciding against the single. So good comeback from Kasun Ekanayaka after being hit for that boundary.
He was hit for 2 boundaries back-to-back by Avishka, so this is a good comeback over.
Oh, that's high, but didn't fall in front of it. End of the third over, 22 for 1.
ලෝපුරා ක්‍රිකට් ලෝලීන්ගේ හතවත්වල සදා රැඳුණු ක්‍රිකට් ලොව දැවන්තයින් නැවතත් පිටියේ දස්කම්පාන අන්ඇකඩමි රෝඩ් සේෆ්ටි වර්ල්ඩ් සීරීස් රටවල් 6ක් ක්‍රිකට් තරඟ 15ක් මාර්තු 5 වනදා සිට 21 වනදා දක්වා ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් කලර්ස් TV ඔස්සේ සජීවීව නරඹන්න.
Deshaun Fernando, another spinner, will be introduced into the attack. So Slim going all spin in order to try and defend this total. They've seen that spin works here. When you slow it down, it will be in your favour. Deshaun Fernando had a decent partnership with his captain, Kanishka. In fact, not his captain, sorry. He had a good partnership with Kanishka. It's an interesting bowling lineup. That's in the air and a beautiful catch there. First ball wicket for Deshaun Fernando. That change working in favour of Slim, and wow, CCC. What are you doing? You've got a good start. 22 for 2 suddenly.
Well, again, the bounce of the wicket. That ball held held on the wicket. It came a little bit slower than Madara Singh expected. It was into the shot a little bit too early. The bat was spinning and a very good catch. That's what you need, isn't it?
Brilliant fielding there by Slim. This is what can win you a match when you have a low total. Kavindu Madara Singh disappoints. Just 1 of 4 deliveries. CCC lose their second wicket for 22.
Samir or Sam, I would say, definitely might be missing the services of Navod, who is not playing in today's game, the opener, youth Sri Lankan player. Very talented cricketer. Unfortunately, he's with duties for his school. Vijay Singh had a decent spell of bowling. Let's see how he can do it with the bat.
Interesting to see him coming at number 4, which means he's an all-rounder and he can bat, and that's an asset to have in T20, isn't it? Someone who can bat and bowl, get you those runs, get you those wickets. That's what T20 cricket is all about. You can't afford to have too many specialists in your team because you expect your players to be able to do both roles as a batsman. So both new batsmen, this is what Slim would have wanted, 2 new batsmen in the crease, and now it's up to their spinners to bowl the right lengths and put pressure on them just like that. Dot balls, the next 3-4 overs are crucial for Slim if they want to try and make a match out of this.
I think they need a partnership here, and they need these two to just settle things down, not look for the big runs, work things out, keep that scoreboard ticking.
Oh, that's a lovely delivery. Played for the spin, but it went just straight on. Disappointing effort in the field. It could have been just one, but goes through him. And the new batsman crosses over for a couple. Let's see if the umpire gives it. Yes, it is run, so that did come off the bat. So Chamindu is off the mark with a couple.
The difference is, if you see, the CCC fielding was spot on inside the ring, so, and we haven't seen that from Slim. So if Slim are to defend this total, they need to up their game.
A replay of that superb catch taken at covers. This kind of fielding is what wins you games in T20, isn't it? Pushed faster this time, misses it outside the off stump. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. Let's see if Deshaun can finish off well. He started off brilliantly for Slim. This is just what they wanted. They wanted a bowler to come in, pick up a wicket, tighten the screws, and he's done that. And if Slim can continue to do this from both ends, they might be able to apply that pressure on CCC, and then we'll get to witness a really close game, which is what we are looking forward to, aren't we? Oh, that again, very close. Just what you were saying, Kosala, slow wicket, the ball's coming on very slowly. Batsmen are playing a little too early, aren't they? That's what's resulting in these kind of shots.
You call it the tennis ball bounce, and that's what this wicket is offering at the moment. But I like the intent from Slim. They had a slip in place for the new batsman, so they decided to attack. They know wickets is the key, and this is good cricket. But the thing is, your bowlers need to back your captain.
Yes, the right areas, especially to new batsmen who have just come in, because it's not an easy wicket to come in and immediately score runs, isn't it? You need to settle down, you need to read the pitch, you need to know how fast, how slow the pitch is coming, the ball is coming on to you. So the ideal time to apply pressure is on the new batsman. Last ball coming up, flighted up, pushes it to the fielder, and it won't be a single. End of 4 overs, CCC are on 25 for 2.
දක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩකයෝ හිටියා එන කොටාගත්තේ කුලල් කාගත්තේ නැහැ තරගවාර එකක් දෙකක් පරදිනකොට හුඟක් මානසිකත්වයෙන් පල්ලයට වැටෙනවා
ක්‍රීඩකයෙක්ගේ එක මැච් එකක් ලොස් වුණා කියලා ඉතින් එයා ලොස්මයි කියන්නත් බෑ
ක්‍රීඩාව ගැන ගොඩක් දේවල් දන්නව නේද Facebook එකේද ලියන්නේ ඇයි ඉතින් පිළිගත් වෙබ් අඩවියක ඔබේ අදහස් පළ නොකරන්නේ මෙන්න ඔබේ අවස්ථාව free hit ක්‍රීඩාව ගැන ඔබේ කෝණයෙන් ඔබට ලියන්න ලැබෙන අවස්ථාවක් කාටවත් උවමනාවෙන් නොරිද්දා ඔබට නිදහසේ ලියන්න පුළුවන් ඒ වැදගත් අදහස් අපි ලෝකෙට ගෙනියමු. ඔබේ ලිපිය පහත ඊමේල් ලිපිනයට යොමු කරන්න.
Well, 25 for 2 after 4 overs. The CCC team, and they've got off to a quick start, though they have lost 2 wickets. They're looking to get the runs as soon as possible. Dilip Jayalat to bowl his second over. He's been expensive. He's gone for 11 in his first over. Heshan still to open his account. Chamindu Vijayasinghe is on 4. They got off to a good start, but those 2 wickets certainly have helped the bowling side, Harda.
Yes, openers back within the space of 2 overs. All of a sudden there's some pressure, but they have enough experience there. Chamindu Vijayasinghe, youth international, after his 4 wickets, he will have to bat long now.
Yes, the spinners played a big role when the CCC team were bowling. They bowled majority of the overs, really put the brakes on the batting side. Can they do the same here?
What it has created is that there's some pressure on the batting. All they need to do now is just consolidate for this 3rd wicket partnership.
Yes, so they are well within that required run rate. It's just 6.39. They are going well, almost 6 runs per over. So they've got the runs that is required in the first 5 overs. We saw when they were batting earlier on, Slim, they were quite slow in the start, accelerated towards the end. It's a different story here with CCC batting at the moment.
Central Campus Colombo, probably the best all-round side amongst the 12 teams.
Yes, and on paper the names, you know, a lot of names we have seen over the last few years in school cricket. No names at under 19 level as well. But that's a good delivery. It's a good over. Very good over indeed. Just 2 runs from Dilip. 5 overs completed, 27 for 2.
හෙට දවසේ ලොව දිනනා අපේ පුංචි පැංචියන්ට දැනුම සතුට විනෝදය ගෙනන ඩයිලොක් ටෙලිවිෂන් වෙතින් අපූරු දීමනාවක්. ඕනෑම ඩයිලොක් TV කාටුන් චැනලයක් ඇක්ටිවේට් කර ඇට්ලස් වෙතින් වටිනා පාසැල් උපකරණ කට්ටලයක් දිනා ගැනීමේ අවස්ථාව. ඇක්ටිවේට් කිරීමට ඔබේ ඩයිලොක් TV ගිනුම ලියාපතිංචි කර ඇති දුරකථන අංකයෙන් 076 සමග අදාළ චැනල් අංකය යොදා ඕනෑම ජාලයකින් මිස් කෝල් එකක් ලබා දෙන්න.
Burger Recreation Club, new pavilion, over 100 years. That should have been made use of. It is a dot ball.
Yes, missed out on the opportunity. Heshan Fernando is bowled in his second over. Very impressive in the first over, picked up a wicket as well. But that was an opportunity for Heshan to get some runs. Deshan is the bowler.
With the school cricket season slowly getting into top gear and the inter-club season just opening out, this is the pinnacle for this weekend. Red Bull Campus Cricket.
It's really good to see cricket back and players on the field after a long break. Good fielding, good commitment in the field, putting the pressure, helping the bowler out. This is what's needed.
I wonder whether that was the captain.
Yes, it looked like it.
Sachin Dalpadadu. He was late off the mark. No, that was Kasun Ekanayaka.
Oh, that's a good looking shot.
Yeah, superb use of the feet. kept it all along the ground. That is the sort of cricket that I'm talking about. You should play on this track.
So they really needed that. The pressure was building, the singles weren't coming, and he took the risk, took the chance, but well executed. Beautifully played through that offside. Good running between the wickets. Quick single, early call. The non-striker responding well, but good cricket overall. Good flat throw as well, but he had to dive in safely through.
They flirted with danger, I can tell you that. If he was a little bit faster, he's a tall chap, he had to bend quite a lot. But to the credit of Vijay Singh, he had called early and he was determined to get there.
Umpire Hathur Singh was in a very good position at square leg as well. So 32 on the board, one delivery left in this power play. Well, that was a good steady over by Deshan Fernando. 6 overs completed, 32 for 2.
දක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩකයෝ හිටියා එනකොට ආගත්තේ කුලල් කාගත්තේ නෑ තරගවාර එකක් දෙකක් පරදිනකොට හුඟක් මානසිකත්වයෙන් පල්ලයට වැටෙනවා
ක්‍රීඩකයෙක්ගේ එක මැච් එකක් ලොස් වුණා කියලා ඉතින් එයා ලොස්මයි කියන්නත් බෑ.
Have you got a lot to say about sport? Are you known for long rants on Facebook? Why not get published on Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub? Here's your chance. Let us take your opinions to the world. Send in your work to editor@thepapare.com to be featured on Free Hit, where everyone gets a say.
So there are the pictures of the city of Colombo coming to you courtesy the papare.com. Who's bringing this game live to you also on Dialogue TV channel 72. A lot of cricket will be coming your way on the papare.com in the next few weeks.
Some smoke there.
That's well played. Pick up one. Tevindu on the boundary line.
Yeah, he didn't fire today. They could have been looking at 140. Now these two have got themselves into a position where they are rotating the strike well.
Pick up another single. So 92 now required of 82 from here onwards. They're keeping it at less than a runner ball. A couple of wickets can change the complexion of this game. Nimesh Tarindu, just the 4 wickets in the 2 games. He's been fairly economical.
Sensible cricket. You need to play risk-free cricket at this stage of the game. When the skipper was batting, it was simply manslaughter.
As expected, Avishka Pereira always likes to go after the bowling. Got him off to a good start. Well, that's a good single. Just a roll in his wrist, pushing it into the gap, giving the strike back to Chaminda Vijay Singh. Oh, overthrows. This is not good. Not good at all from the field inside.
Yeah, not intentional. So the umpire declares no single very correctly. Action had almost ceased.
The right call. At the end, that's what's needed. So still 36 for 2. Another single added to the total. Good rotation as striker once again. End of the over. 7 overs completed. 37 for 2. So there you go. Slim who were put in to bat made 124 for 9 after their 20 overs. Kanishka made a super 51 of 45, held the innings together. Nadun 14, Kasun 11. Chamindu Vijay Singh 4 for 22. And Nipun picked up 4 for 34. The two fast bowlers, Rohan Sanjay 1 for 50.
Yeah, what is not shown there is Kamindu Madar Singh had 5 victims behind the stumps.
And CCC 37 for 2 in reply after 7 overs. Avishka Pereira was out for 21. It's down to Chamindu Vijay Singh and Heshan Danushka to repair this innings, get them on track. Oh, using his feet. That's a good hit. That's a really good hit, coming right to the pitch after delivery, going through with the shot, full flow of his bat and clears the ropes.
There have been 3 sixers. That's the farthest that the ball has landed in this game.
So I think this is what Slim missed, especially in the start of their innings, using their feet against the spinners. They were trying to play a lot of cross bat shots and they missed the trick, I felt.
Yeah, the difference was the likes of Nipun Maling and Chamindu Vijay Singh, they were quick. And the wicket has dried up now. Much conducive to batting. But having said that, the batsmen are willing to use their feet to the pitch of the ball. That's a far cry from not doing so.
Yes, the wicket tend to kept a bit low in the sense there was not that really good bounce. It's keeping a bit low, so you have to make sure you use your feet. If you play cross-batted shots, you're not going to get your timing right. And we didn't see that in the start of the innings from Slim. Also the rotation of strike. They're picking up the singles quite easily.
Yeah, there are 5 fielders ringing the boundary, so gaps are opened out on the onside.
Kasun 1 for 19 into his third over. They need another wicket here, need a breakthrough. Always trying to work the gaps, looking for the singles, both these batsmen. Heshan looking really good, 16 of 18.
They've had a decent partnership. They need to build upon this, not throw this away. With Chamindu Vijay Singh there's always a sense of security for Central Campus. They've got the lights of Jitesh Vashala to come in.
This time trying to probably hit it too hard, drags it towards long on. Comfortable single to end the over. 8 overs completed. It's a 46 for the loss of 2 wickets.
.46 for 2, 8 overs completed. They're well within the reach of this run chase, but it's going to be a key on how many wickets they keep till the onslaught comes in. It's been sensible batting, Damit, from Heshan and Chaman.
Yes, Kosala, they'll need one of these players to go on and stay till the end.
Nice, very well driven. We've seen the CCC batsmen use their feet a lot, and they've understood that the horizontal bat shots are not the easiest to get on this track. It's better off playing it downtown. 47 for 2. If you're just joining us, this is the Red Bull Campus Cricket 2021 coming to you live from BRC, courtesy of ThePapare.com. Looking for 2, but Kevin was quickly into that one, and that was a good throw.
Heshan Danushka played plenty of cricket here at this venue when he was playing at Isipatana College. Now at the neighbouring Coles Cricket Club. Good player. A very talented left-hander.
This is good.
Kosal, with these kind of scores, whenever you lose a couple of wickets, the momentum shifts. So you need that 1 or 2 players to stay on till the end, especially one of these 2 players. Now they are well set, especially Heshan Danushka.
Yes, I think that's the key, isn't it? We saw Kanishka get a good knock for the Slim team. And even the bowling from Slim has not been that bad. They've kept things quiet after that early onslaught from Avishka. That's hit, but only a single. The 9th over comes to an end with 50 on the board for 2 wickets.
Coming up from BRC Grounds today in the afternoon, Imperial College of Business Studies will take on Esoft Metro Campus in the second semi-finals. That will be another exciting clash. Red Bull Campus Cricket 2021, the Sri Lankan competition. Winner of this competition tomorrow will play the World Finals, which will most probably be played in Oman this year. Kosala, good to see these young associate nations playing cricket, playing campus level cricket. Very commendable from Red Bull also to have this kind of a tournament under these circumstances. Jason Charles, the new bowler, another left arm spinner. Plenty of spin options for Slim. He has taken only 1 wicket this tournament. That was against Litty yesterday. Jason Charles.
So JC into the attack. Drop chance, is it? I think there might have been a touch on that. The expression of the bowler, the fielders indicate that Kanishka has grasped that.
He knows it. He knows it, Kozala.
These are not easy, Damit, but they need to be taken.
When you're defending 125, Kozala, you need to take all these chances.
So we got to energize over that the CCC have. Interesting to see when they will want to take that. These 2 batsmen now look fairly set, but do they have the ability to give the big blows? That's the other key. You need somebody who can really take on in that energizer over.
It's also an interesting concept, isn't it? The energizer over. Adds a little twist to this game. You need to make those little experiments. So far it has worked out really well for the Red Bull Campus Cricket. He's throwing it up here. Kosala.
This is a good over from JC. He's keeping things quiet. It's been a tight over so far. Just the 2 runs coming off it. they wouldn't mind, Slim wouldn't mind the singles being taken, as long as they can prevent the big hits, the boundaries, and the sixes. It gives pressure. We're almost into the 10th over, the halfway stage of the run chase. 53 for 2. CCC might feel that they're in a comfortable position. Another 72 needed for victory. Now there is a chance for a couple. That's a misfield. Will enable the batsman to come back for 2. This is what Slim shouldn't do, Damit. They need to make sure that they make runs hard to come by. End of the 10th over, it's 55 for 2.
Legends are not born, they are created. Our two fearless heroes face the perils of the wild, heading out into the world's most dangerous areas, boldly seeking out answers to nature's mysteries.
Give me something! Why? Go on there. Case closed.
Legends of the Wild, Monday nights at 9 on Animal Planet.
$55 for 2, 11th over about to commence. It's going to be Nimesh. He's bowled 2 overs for 9 runs. Singles have been the order of the day so far for CCC, this pair, but they're keeping it going. 22 to Heshan and 12 to Chamidu. 69 more needed at 7.02. They will fancy their chances to chase 7 runs per over, Damit.
You need a couple of quiet overs for Slim. Sometimes it will take some time for the ladder batsman to settle in.
Well fielded, brilliant work, and a good return. So that is the type of cricket that Slim would want their fielders to do.
Ahangama there at cover point.
Good diving effort and a throw. The batsman luckily in. Again, it's just a single. Nothing much that CCC can do at the moment. It's been all spin by Slim. We haven't seen any fast bowler being operated. We've got a lot of spinners with them. 67 now, 56 balls, gettable in the context of the game, but it's not easy on this track. And this time it's that's a let off. That is a let off.
Is that the game, Kosala?
I would say that might be the game because Heshan is a set batsman here, and that was definitely Nadun Dilshan made a mess of that. I thought he ran in a little too quick. The ball was coming pretty flat, but that should have been taken.
Big let off. Central Campus Colombo now. We need another 63 runs off 55 deliveries. After taking a couple of early wickets, these two now have added 41. The end of the 11th over now, 63 for 2. Central Campus, the captain Avishka gave a brilliant start, 21 of 13 deliveries. He fell for the bowling of Kasuneka Nayaka, then Kamidu Madar Singh was dismissed by Deshan Fernando. Heshan, Danushka and Chamidu Vijay Singh now have added 41 of 47 deliveries. 28 not out, Heshan, Danushka, Chamidu Vijay Singh 13. Kasuneka Nayaka, Dilip Jalat, Deshan Fernando, Nimesh and Jason, all spinners. Kosala has been 22 for 2. They were at one stage All spinners operating for Slim.
It's JC to continue. As appeal for a catch, but umpire Chamara Soisa says it's a wide. 64 for 2. And Heshan indicating that there's a noise coming from the bat handle.
Definite wide. Kosala. You hear what Ugalpa is saying. Kosala wants them to grind for their runs.
Manufacture it to put it right, as Sam said. Now that should have been stopped. That should have been stopped. That's what they need to do. They must dry the runs. A lot of dot balls will be the key to put the pressure on CCC. On that occasion, JC, you should have stopped that. Disappointed, but the job not done. Again a misfield, and that will go down to the boundary. Taken on the full and driven by Heshan, and that catch that was missed is going to cost Slim.
Look at that seam, Kosala, but poor piece of fielding there by Kasune Kanaka. You need to stop those if you are to defend 124. He took it on the full. That's his third boundary. Heshan Danushka.
Again down the track. Good use of the feet from Heshan, 33, and as you said, he's played a lot of cricket in this ground, so he definitely knows how the wicket behaves. Product of Sipatana College. Shamildu, on the other hand, from Campbell Park, the Nalanda College.
He's playing for CCC currently, Chamindu Vijay Singh. Not Central Campus Colombo. What I meant was Colombo Cricket Club in the Premier Cricket Tournament.
I think he fancies CCC. He's playing for Colombo Colombo Central Campus, and then for the Colombo Cricket Club CCC at Maitland Crescent. Good to see young talent taking part in this form of the game as well. 72 for 2. Last ball of over number 12 as JC settles in to bowl to Heshan. Again down the track, but this time back to the bowler. It's 72 for 2. 12 overs done and dusted.
අගනා ඉනිමක් ක්‍රීඩා කරමින් ක්‍රීඩකයා ලකුණු 100 ආසන්නයේ. අනපේක්ෂිත සිදුවීමක්. ක්‍රීඩා ලෝලියෙක් පිටිපස ආරක්ෂකයා. ඔහු අල්ලා ගැනීම හීනයක් තමයි. තරගය මතකට නතර වෙනවා. ක්‍රීඩකයා ඒ අතරතුර ගැම්මක් ගන්න සූදානම්. යලි තරගය ආරම්භ වෙනවා. ඔහු දැවෙන්ද පහරක්. කරදරකාරී ක්‍රීඩා ලෝලියා ඉලක්ක කරමින් ගැසුවා අනර්ග පහරක්. ඔහු ලකුණු 6ක්. ඉතාමත් විශිෂ්ට පහරක්. Red Bull gave him wings all right.
Well, 53 needed of 48 deliveries at the moment for CCC to get this target. The required run rate 6.62. They are going at 6 runs per over, so they are being thereabouts from ball number 1, and they need wickets. Slim badly needs some wickets. Deshaun Fernando is bowled well, 1 for 8 of his 2 overs.
Very good delivery, unfortunately for the bowler. Keeper not being able to gather that, and another 2 runs added on to this CCC total. Moves on to 74 for 2. Just 50 odd required, Ricky. Now, unless Slim pick up a couple of wickets early, their chances of winning this are becoming extremely slim.
Yes, their fielding has been disappointing, especially their ground fielding, that dropped chance as well. I mean, a low scoring game, every run counts.
Up in the air, will it be taken by the fielder? No, it falls just short. In fact, it falls inside the 30-yard circle. So didn't get all of it. He did get the elevation, but nowhere close to the distance that he would have wanted. So good bowling again from Deshaun Fernando. He's not giving it. He's not allowing the batsman to get away with it. Slowing it through the air. And the pitch, as we've seen it since morning, the ball just sticks onto it before it comes onto the bat. But Heshan, on the other hand, has batted beautifully. He's read it so well. Used the feet. Just like that. Once again, using the feet, smothering the spin and flicking it to mid-wicket for another single. He moves on to 34.
Yes, I think the difference in these two innings have been the use of the feet by the batsmen of the CCC team. We didn't see that happen from Slim earlier on in the innings. Probably towards the last 5 overs, Kanishka started to use his feet and got a few boundaries. But in the start, they were just playing cross-batted shots which were really not effective, and that was the part where they lost momentum as well. And much better batting performance by CCC, reading the wicket well. The wicket too playing much better as the game has progressed. Samir.
Chamindu hasn't looked as comfortable as Heshan in this partnership. Having said that, though, he's done very well in doing exactly that. Rotating the strike whenever he seems like he's gotten a bit stuck. He's rotated the strike and given over to his partner, who seems to be more comfortable playing spin on this pitch.
What I've also noticed is that the left-handers have looked more comfortable than the right-handers in this innings. We saw when Slim were batting, the chief run scorer Kanishka was also left-hander. Here Heshan is looking really good as well.
That's up in the air again, but again away from the fielder at the deep extra cover for another single for Heshan. He's going along very nicely. 13 overs completed, 78 for 2, Central Campus Colombo.
Red Bull gives you wings.
So there you go, the beautiful city of Colombo, the Torrington Square as well. Lovely pictures, courtesy ThePapare.com. The aerial view, well, quite quiet, calm. Few vehicles on the road. I think that has been the procedure for the last 1 year or so. People tend to stay indoors much as possible due to coronavirus around the country, around the world. Everything has changed, life has changed. But we are glad to see cricket back and the sport back in general here in Sri Lanka. Dileepa Jayalath, 2 overs, none for 13. He'll have a pivotal role to play here.
Went for a few in his first over. He opened the bowling alongside Kasun. This time he'll want to be a bit more tighter, a bit more disciplined in his line and lengths, but he's bowling to a batsman in form. Heshan has gone along very nicely here at the BRC. Left on spin, full toss. That time he tried to stop it, but unfortunately it bounces off his palms and the batsman crosses over for another single. There is an Energizer over coming up, Ricky. Considering that, it seems as if CCC are in a very good position in this run chase.
Yeah, so what they need currently is to do is try to bowl a few dot balls and try to cut off those singles, try to bridge that gap between, or try to increase that gap between runs required and the number of balls remaining, and try to put the pressure, make the batsman do something different.
Yes, and they're unable to do that because these two batsmen, as we have said repeatedly, they've used their feet very well, smothered the spin, flicked it in the gaps and crossed over. And that's what Slim failed to do when they were batting. They got bogged down at the beginning of the innings especially, couldn't rotate the strike much, and whenever they looked for that big shot, it never came. What CCC did well at the beginning was they got those boundaries early on, especially Avishka Pereira getting the team off to a flyer, and because of that, these two batsmen can afford to take their time and rotate the strikes and try and just get those singles and make sure that they're in the game until the end. 45 or 40 any day. What a big shot. Just when I was saying that they've just been rotating the strike, Heshan decides, hold on Sam, I've got the big shots in my armory, and that slog sweep, I think, went to the Havelock Road all the way up to the supermarket opposite the grounds.
Yes, a powerful hit. Coming down the track, down on one knee. Taking the aerial route. well timed, sweetly timed. It's out of here. Well, those vehicles were in danger definitely on Havelock Road. That was a big one. Well calculated and playing with the turn. Very well played by Heshan. 43 of 35 is looking really good. Now it's 39 of 39. So they are ahead of the required run rate as well.
Send that ball shopping, Heshan. Big shot there. I think one of the biggest sixes we've seen. And that tells you a story, doesn't it, Ricky? CCC have scored 6 fours and 3 sixes. And Slim in their entire innings of 124 have just managed 1 6 and 10 fours. So boundaries in T20 always make a difference. You don't have to score too many, but you have to score them at regular intervals. So whenever you feel like you've got bogged down, get that boundary and release the pressure. And that's exactly what Heshan has done throughout this innings. 43 of 35 is a brilliant turnaround for him. Dileepa will continue, this time full toss, and Heshan will push it to the fielder at cover for no result.
Yes, so they have to do something different. They need to pick up a wicket, break the partnership, bring in a new batsman. Something has to happen for Slim.
Tried to go for another big slog sweep again, but Dileepa pushing it a little faster this time again, a bit sloppy on the field. Luckily, doesn't result in an extra single. Heshan has read this game very well. He's been in control from the time he's walked into bat. Opened the bowling, by the way, for Slim, for CCC. And he's also come in at number 3 to guide his team to what seems like an eventual victory for CCC as they look to confirm their berth in the finals of this Red Bull Campus Cricket.
Good delivery, quick single once again. Good batting, really good batting. A very good over for CCC. 14 overs completed, 88 for 2.
Well, the story so far has been one-sided to say the least. Slim put into bat first, was struggling at the beginning and eventually made it to 124 for 9 in their allowed of 20 overs thanks to Kanishka's late innings effort, 51 of 45, ably supported by Nadun and Kasun. Chamindu, the pick of the bowlers, and Nipun Malinga, both the pacemen, picking up 4 wickets apiece. And in reply, CCC at 14 overs sitting comfortably at 88 for 2. Interesting that CCC are yet to utilize a paceman. They've gone with spin all out. And Heshan, as we have been saying, has been brilliant for CCC on 44 not out. He deserves a century for the way he has been playing. It'll be interesting to see how they go on from here. 37 required of 36 for Central Campus. And if sanity prevails and if nothing crazy happens from here on, Ricky, CCC seems to be the runaway winners of this semi-final.
Well, the one crazy factor I can think of is when that Energizer over comes in and CCC loses a couple of wickets, 2 to 3 wickets, and that will add 10 to 15 runs onto the total for Slim, and that will make a huge difference. So something crazy like that can happen. We never know.
Another single there for Chamindu. You know, Ricky, I'm just thinking the way the things are going right now for CCC, they might just not want to risk an Energizer over. Now, I don't know if it's a must that they have to take it, but it's just 36 required, and now if they play clean, if they play smart, they don't need to really take that Energizer over. Because remember, when you talk about Energizer over, it's not just double the runs, you're also losing 5 runs. You're adding on to your target 5 runs when you lose a wicket. So is that a risk worth taking for CCC, or do they just go about the merry ways just like this, rotating the strike and getting that one-off boundary once in a while? If I was a CCC captain, I wouldn't risk the Energizer over. What about you, Ricky?
Yes, I think they'll drag it much as possible. Keep it. I think you have to take it, but they will take it right to the end, take it deep, probably to the 18th, 19th over, and try to reduce much as possible within that period.
I would imagine that CCC might want to finish this before it gets to the last over. Once again, not the best of lines from a spinner. When you're trying to restrict a team to not get 30 off 30, you don't want to bowl. You don't want to be bowling those lines. You need to be on the money. You need to be on that off stump line, not allowing the batsman to get those easy singles. They've gone with spin, Slim, but they've been disappointing.
Yes, Deshan has bowled well to his credit into his 4th over, just 15 runs. He's been the best of the bowlers. But like you mentioned, a lot of singles on off open spaces. The spread fielder well spread out, 5 fielders on the boundary line. So they have to think on their feet, Trying to do something different, cut off that single, make the batsman do a mistake.
Push down a long on for another single. Heshan has done this all day, hasn't he? It's as if he's been doing this for the last couple of days. Skipping forward, smothering the spin and flicking it to long on and mid-wicket for singles. And Kosala and Haritha Perera were both saying this afternoon that horizontal shots don't get you as many runs as the straight bat shots do over here. And these two batsmen have figured that out from the time they've come on to bat. Ups forward and plays a big shot. Is that going to go in the gap? No, the fielder cuts it off for just a single. Again in the V, another single to Chamindu. 93 for 2, CCC.
Red Bull gives you wings. ඒක නම් දැන් රහසක් නෙවෙයි.
Well, yes, 6.40 the required run rate, 6.20 current run rate, 32 of 13. Well set, comfortable at the moment. 8 wickets in hand. Energizer over to come. CCC well in control and looking ahead of a final if they play the way they have so far in this game.
Been very impressed with the way they've gone about CCC, Ricky. Even with their bowling, the bowling changes they made, the options they utilized with pace and spin from one end each. And the bowlers didn't disappoint. They stuck to their lines, they stuck to their lengths, and they got those wickets at regular intervals. Even with their batting, they had a plan. Avishka Perera, the captain, came out all guns blazing in the morning, and the other two batsmen have taken a more relaxed approach. Heshan again, even in their batting, they've done that approach. One guy going all guns and the other guy being the more conservative. When you plan so well in a T20, you're always going to get positive results. Gihan Sampath.
It's just 2 games, 3 wickets, not much to talk about. Has been very economical as well so far. And they've gone for pace, so change of strategy. Well, they have to do something different like we mentioned, and we'll see if he can make an impact. Yes, the CCC team coached by Shanuka Disanayak from Nalandi, and played a lot of domestic cricket over the years, played a lot of cricket for Bloomfield as well, mercantile cricket. Then for the last couple of seasons was the coach of Nalanda College, and now has taken over the Coles Cricket Club as head coach. So he's played a lot of cricket on this venue, and I'm sure he would have read the pitch very, very early on.
Left arm Gihan Sampath, after 15 overs of spin bowling, finally gets an over and must have told his captain, you know, I'm in this team, don't forget. Exciting to see a different angle, left arm paceman. It'll be interesting to see what the left-hand batsman Heshan will do against him. Will he continue to attack, or will he take a more conservative approach?
Well,
my gut says that he's going to go the same way he's been going.
Yes, so with the angle coming into him, I won't be surprised if he just plays that angle and flicks it away on the onside. Yes, shorter boundaries as well. He likes that area. So the bowler has to be very, very careful. He has to just bowl outside that off stump, a touch outside off stump, not give anything on the pads of the left-handed Heshan Danushka.
Asking too much from your fast bowler, aren't you? Not giving him the new ball, and then in the 16th over, you expect your fast bowler to come and try and make a difference. A bit harsh on him, but this is what champions are made of. They get you a result when it's highly unlikely. Well bowled there, full and straight and in the block hole. Good Yorker from Gihan Sampath.
There's the wicket, Samir, looking good, much drier now than what we had in the morning. Early morning start, 9 o'clock start. There was a bit of a dew, it was a bit fresh, helped the bowlers as well. Good toss to win for CCC, and deciding to field first. But now it's looked much dry with the sun baking down.
Push down to long on for another single by Heshan. He's favoured that region a lot, even against the spinners. He's kept pushing it down in that V region, mostly on the long on region for singles, and continued to rotate the strike. 30 required off just 27. 6.67 it is required run rate. That might look tough in terms of statistics, but the way these two batsmen have gone about, we know they can change gears and get to that total sooner if they wanted to.
It has been a very good partnership, and both have batted well, complemented each other, left and right hand combination.
Another single down at the leg side. In fact, they're trying for a 2, but Heshan decides against it. You know, Ricky, just to make things interesting, I know the CCC fans and supporters might not like me saying this, but just to make things interesting, I'd like to see a couple of wickets go down now. You know, just out of nowhere, out of the ordinary, some bowler comes in, picks up a couple of wickets, and suddenly there's pressure. We want to see a tight finish, don't we? At least from a neutral perspective.
Definitely. It will be difficult for a new batsman coming into bat. There is our cameraman, Hiran, doing a lot of photography work, has been doing this for a number of years for ThePapare.com, continuing his services in the hot sun.
Good shot once again in that V, this time towards long off for a single. Heshan continues in his merry ways. 48 now for him, just 2 more for his half century, a well-deserved half century.
And the innings of Chamindu Vijayasinghe, he's faced more deliveries than runs, 35, but that has not bothered him. All he has done is just pick up the single, give the more aggressive Heshan the strike, and ensured that they don't lose wickets, what you were talking about, because he knows, I think, it will be much difficult for the batsmen coming in. So they are going well, and the slower strike rate hasn't really bothered Chamindu Vijayasinghe. Well, a full toss outside the off stump is found the gap. Will he pick up a boundary? Good fielding, pulls it in just inside the ropes. Couple of runs to Chamindu Vijayasinghe to end the over. So 16 overs have been completed, and it's a 99 for the loss of 2 wickets.
අගනා ඉනිමක් ක්‍රීඩා කරමින් ක්‍රීඩකයා ලකුණු 100 ආසන්නයේ. ඔහෝ අනපේක්ෂිත සිදුවීමක්. ක්‍රීඩා ලෝලියෙක් පිටිපස ආරක්ෂකයා. ඔහෝ ඔහු අල්ලා ගැනීම හීනයක් තමයි. තරගය මැදකට නතර වෙනවා. ක්‍රීඩකයා ඒ අතරතුර ගැම්මක් ගන්න සූදානම්. යලි තරගය ආරම්භ වෙනවා. ඔහු දැවෙන්ද පහරක්. කරදරකාරී ක්‍රීඩා ලෝලියා ඉලක්ක කරමින් ගැසුවා අනර්ග පහරක්. ඔහු ලකුණු 6ක්. ඉතාමත් විශිෂ්ට පහරක්. Red Bull gave him wings all right.
Four overs remaining in this first semi-final of the Red Bull Campus Cricket National Finals, the national tournament, Sri Lankan tournament. This will be the first semi-final. Nimesh Tarindu, he'll bowl his final over. Central Campus Colombo clearly dominating this game, but Haritha, anything is possible, especially with the Energizer over. If you lose a wicket in that particular over, 5 runs will be added to the Slim score. So still Slim has a chance. They need to
living
take
in
a couple
hope,
of wickets.
living in hope, because Nimesh was the unlucky bowler when Heshan was dropped. He's made the most of his 48 not out. He's batting very well. Sensible 77 run partnership, this unbroken for the 3rd wicket. The feature that I've seen is that they've picked up the singles, especially on the onside. Amit, right along, there's been a vast gap in the 30-yard circle because the boundaries are being protected. 100 up for Central Campus.
Oh, good effort there by Tevindu Senaratne. Big man jumping.
Didn't think he would move that quickly. That's commitment.
Tevindu Senaratne, former Royal College captain, now playing for Bloomfield Cricket and Athletic Club. Good cricketer. These two have now added 80 runs, and that's half century for Heshan Dhanushka. Brilliant knock by the young left-hander. 50 of 45 deliveries. The dugout is very happy. 3 4s and 2 6s for Heshan Dhanushka. Left-hand batsman with a strike rate of 111. Match-winning performance, isn't it, Haritha?
Yeah, we could only get a word of acclamation from the wicketkeeper who made a half century for Central Campus bowling. For Slim against Central Campus bowling. Kanishka Uggalpaya. But this has been a really good performance by these two. Chamindu Vijayasinghe on top of his 4-wicket haul and a couple of wickets he picked up bowling in the last over. He's made 28. Good supporting role. The ground fielding has not been very supportive of the bowling, which has not looked very piercing, I would say.
It will be the last over, last delivery in Nimesh's last over of his spell. Sloppy fielding. He was slow there. Gihan Sampath at short third man. End of the 17th over, 105 for 2. Eshan Danushka came in at number 3. Brilliant batting so far. Some crisp driving, Haritha.
Yeah, the feature of his bowling was using his feet, get into the pitch of the ball, and 2 of his sixes, and that was a missed opportunity. 2 of his sixes struck very well. This was the biggest one. Truly match-winning performance.
Here we go, Haritha. The Energizer over. Central Campus, they are not gonna leave it till the end. They need another 20 runs to win. So the Energizer over, a concept by Red Bull Campus Cricket, using that pink ball. 1 over where you will double your runs, and if you lose a wicket, you will give away 5 penalty runs. So if Slim to win this game, they need a couple of wickets in this over, and Central Campus Colombo, they could easily finish off this game in this over itself if they get to 10 runs. In the first innings, Slim got 16 runs off this particular over. Gihan Sampath will bowl that Energizer over, the 18th of this innings. That's a 6 and 12 runs to the Central Campus total. What a strike.
It was pitched right up to his pads. Brilliant pick up. Played across the line, but he knew where he was going to hit. That's a long area. Very good follow through. He's a genuine all-rounder, Chamindu Vijayasinghe.
That will add 2 more runs. As I said, Haritha, now they are 119 Central Campus. They need only another 6 runs to win this game.
And if they make 4 more runs, it will be a century partnership. I don't think there has been a century stand in this tournament. So they've reserved the best for ThePapare.com coverage.
Much better delivery there from Gihan Sampath. The teasing 5th stump line. The length was also on spot.
Yeah, he has a sort of a crane run up, the tall unit. We'll probably see a lot more of him in the future.
That's the end of the game. 4 runs from the bat of Eshan Danushka, and the other 4 will be penalty runs. Central Campus Colombo has now qualified to their first ever Red Bull Campus Cricket Final. Mind you, Haritha, there'll be a new winner tomorrow. Central Campus Colombo could be that team.
They have played well as a team. On paper, they were strong. On the field, they confirmed that. In fairness to Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, they made a fairly sizable total under the circumstances, recovering from 68 for 5. But this batting lineup is much stronger, and the bowling unit for the Blues didn't look like threatening this batting lineup anyway. So what's coming up in the afternoon?
Imperial College of Business Studies will take on ESOFT. Winner of that game will play Central Campus Colombo tomorrow in the grand final of this Red Bull Campus Cricket National Finals, Sri Lanka 2021.
There'll be some good bowlers in action. When we come into that game, we will probably talk about it later on in the evening.
This is the Central Campus Colombo batting card, dominated by that 55 of Heshan Danushka, came off 48 deliveries. Avishka Pereira looked in good touch early on. He made 21. Kavidu Madari Singh, a rare failure for him. Chamindu Vijay Singh made 36 unbeaten. 105 runs partnership between Heshan and Chamindu of 90 deliveries did the trick for Central Campus Colombo.
Yeah, there were 14 extras also in that lineup.
Kasune Kanayaka picked up 1 wicket. Deshan Fernando picked up 1 wicket. Plenty of spin by Slim. Gihan Sampath was the only fast ball used by Captain Sachin Dalpadadu. They took 2 wickets for 22, but then since Heshan Danushka and Chamindu Vijay Singh cantered their way through.
Yeah, they batted well under the circumstances. They knew what their target was, and helped by that missed catch and occasionally loose fielding, I think they managed the situation very well.
Let's look at the highlights of the second innings. Avishka Pereira, some beautiful batting early on in the second innings. He looks a real deal. The captain of Central Campus Colombo. He drove well and he swept well before holding out to Tevindu Senaratna at deep mid wicket. Kavindu Madar Singh was then dismissed of a brilliant catch by Nadun. Since then it has been the show of Heshan and Chamindu.
Yeah, one-way traffic after that. They batted very well, used their feet, played the loose deliveries on merit, and that missed opportunity didn't help for Slim. But don't take away anything from some quality batting and real quality hitting by both players.
Heshan Danushka made 55. Chamindu Vijay Singh, they are finishing off the game in that Energizer over. I called it correctly, isn't it, Haritha? Could have. They ended the game in that Energizer over. First semi-final between Central Campus Colombo and Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. After winning the toss, CCC decided to field. Slim made only 124 for 9. Kanishka Galpaya was by far the best batsman for Slim. He made 51 of 45 deliveries. Chamindu Vijay Singh and Nipun Malinga picked up 4 wickets each, the two seamers. In reply, Heshan Danushka made 55 not out. Chamindu Vijay Singh 36 not out.
Yeah,
Central Campus won by 8 wickets.
Yeah, 5 victims for Kavindu Madar Singh behind the wickets. You must appreciate the fact that those sort of contributions don't come into the scorecard, but they are quite a valuable contribution before the winning century partnership unbroken for the third wicket took Central Campus to their first ever Red Bull National Finals.
That's it from the first semi-final. The second one will be this afternoon. Imperial College of Business Studies will take on eSoft Metro Campus. Imperial College led by Malshan Rodrigo, eSoft led by Nisal Francisco. Watch live and exclusive action on Dialogue Television Channel 72 and on ThePapare.com. This is Red Bull Campus Cricket. So we will be back with the action from the second semi-final.